56 Ford F100. I've been seeing it for like over a year. However long I've been coming here doing the show, man. And I went knocking on his door about a year ago, got his number, and went there about 2 weeks ago, man, and made him an offer, and he took it. So the truck's in my backyard now, man, sitting in my backyard waiting to get fixed up. So yeah, at the DMV getting it registered and all that shit.
And you chose today to do that, okay.
I gave myself a 3-hour window, and I'm still late.
So Alan, you don't have a mark on you, by the way. Not a black eye, nothing. A lot of times after fights, why is it after the fights you win, you look like you got black eyes?
I run the fuck over twice, right? I know.
So how are you, man? How's everything going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, the fight didn't go my way. I didn't have a mark on me. I still felt like I went. I don't know if you guys already talked about the wedding or whatever, but
nah, not really.
A friend of ours, Lila and Eric, they got married the next day, which Renato and I were both in the wedding. So we were walking in the wedding, and so I had a 6 a.m. flight after the fight, the UFC fight in Mexico City. I jumped on a flight, 6 a.m., came back, no sleep, just fought, and then we walked in a wedding. So I was cracked out during this wedding, no sleep.
But he still looked good. He still looked better than everybody else.
We still look pretty
except
dapper.
for one, who looked like fucking Egyptian cinnamon over here.
Now, some people thought the fight was stopped too early.
Yeah.
Did you think the fight was stopped too early?
Well, yes, I do. Watching it back, I get it, man. I got clocked. You know what I mean? I'm not taking anything away. I'm not discrediting anything that happened in the fight. I got clocked. I was on wobbly legs. He was trying to finish me. But this is the thing. You look at the fight again. He knocked me down. I didn't go out. I was just on my hands and knees trying to stand up. He jumped on top of me. He tried to punch me like 5 times, landed maybe 2 of them. And then you could see before the ref stopped, he was trying to slide in a rear naked choke. The referee stopped it. And then I stood up. I was on wobbly legs, but I stood up. It's like, give me a fucking chance, man. What's that ref's name, by the way? Does anybody know? The short steroid...
Brock Lesnar, the fourth guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the guy with the mustache?
No, he's the guy that looks like Brock.
He's super roided
like
out.
Yeah,
super roided out.
Yeah. He's like a Brock and
but
this Brad Williams, a baby.
I want to get on this guy's case, but honestly, I haven't even watched the full fight in its entirety yet. I've just watched the highlight once or twice that night. But the reason that I'm annoyed by it, and I'm not saying the fight would have gone any differently, but this is the thing. Everybody here, or you guys have definitely seen me fight, and what the fuck happens to me? 5 out of 10 fights, man, I get rocked and I come back. I'm on wobbly legs and I come back. My UFC debut, I got dropped, was on wobbly legs, and I knocked the guy out 30 seconds later. Give me, if it was only a 20% chance window that I might have came back, small window, but give me that opportunity. This isn't the amateur show. This isn't CXF down the street. This is the UFC. I was the co-main event. This is my 10th fight in the UFC, or 11th or whatever. My 30th fight. Like, let me have the opportunity to regain myself, because you would have known that. And the thing that bugs me about it, this is the first time I forgot to speak about it, and I'm glad we're talking about it, is I didn't get a referee meeting, man. There's always a rules meeting before every professional fight I've ever had. The referee comes up and says, hey, my name is Sean McCarthy. I'm going to be your ref. These are the rules. This and this and this. We're looking for this tonight. I like to say this. I want movement. Do you have any questions? And every single professional fight I've ever had, I always tell them. I say, look, my MO is I get knocked down sometimes. Sometimes I take more damage than I need to, but I always come back. If I go out, I go out. But give me the opportunity to come back. I swear to God, I tell this to every referee that I've ever worked with, at least in the last 5 years.
Has it always worked?
Well, semi, because my first loss ever was a guy named Shitty, and he hit me in the liver. John McCarthy stopped it. I thought I didn't have a chance to recover, but he was protecting me in the long run, because that was my second professional fight. Ever since that fight, I tell refs, look, if I get hurt, let me come back, because I'll recover if I'm able to. So it's gotten me out of bad situations, yes. I'll look at the refs.
I was there. I was in your
You were
corner
there.
for his first loss.
Renato was there for my first loss.
I was his
Thank you for
jiu-jitsu
that,
coach,
Renato.
but it never got to that.
Chitty Bang.
It never got to that. And damn you, Chidi. And also Andrew Kwani and your brother.
Yeah. Damn those guys.
No, they're good guys. I like them.
So long story short, I always get to speak my mind and tell guys, give me an opportunity to crawl myself out of the hole, because it happens a lot. And a lot of times referees and me didn't have at least an understanding. This referee did not even give me a rules meeting. Honestly, before the fight, I remember asking my corner, is it new rules or old rules? I don't even know the rules. I don't even know if I can kick a guy when his 2 hands are down, 1 hand down, what's the deal with eye pokes and damage. I didn't even know what the rules were going into this fight.
No eye pokes.
No, yeah. So
No.
but there's a stern warning now with the new rules. They can take a point off if your hands are down immediately with the new rule change. So I didn't even know that if this was old rules or new rules. I did not get the opportunity to give that, have that discussion with the ref, saying, "Look, if I get knocked out, give me an opportunity." And sure enough, I got cracked, and he stopped at what I thought was too early. Yeah, maybe 2 punches would have kind of put me down a little more. But let me fucking get knocked out, bro. Like, what's the difference if I get wobbled or knocked down? I don't give a shit either way.
To play devil's advocate, the difference is in 10 years you don't want to be drooling,
No doubt. But I'm not saying let me get pummeled to death. But I'm saying give me that 20% window of recovering. Give me that 20% window, and he would have known that if he had come and done his job. So whatever his name is, I got to figure out this guy's name. I hope he gets wind of this. I hope somebody on the show contacts him and says Alan's either pissed off at you or wants an explanation, because why in the first time in my entire professional career did I not get a rules meeting, did I not get an explanation, did I not get to tell you what I do? Because they always tell you this is how I work, and I tell them this is how I work. We didn't have that, and because of that, I think he got stopped a little bit early. So if he tells me Mexico City was fucked up and the commission didn't allow it, then at least I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But if he just skipped his entire rules meeting because he didn't organize his schedule correctly, because I saw Big John in there. I asked Big John, I said, "Man, are you ref for me?" He said, "No, I got somebody else." So I saw John in there doing his job. Why was this guy not doing his job? So that's my complaint about the thing. Yeah. Other than that, it was my fault I got cracked, but I wanted that window to cross.
Well, let me tell you something. You didn't lose no fans because everybody knows you go in there and you fucking you don't play it safe. You go in there and you fucking bang with people, and they love that.
How are you feeling going into the fight?
Dude, I felt amazing. That's what's so annoying. This was the one fight that I was kind of like, you know what, fuck it, man. Like I've been playing it safe the last year or two because I'm at that level in the UFC now where I'm like, I'm trying to get top 5, top 10, whatever. But when you have to get the win, and the money's bigger now. So when you win, you double your money, and it's talking about drastic differences. So I don't want to say I've been playing it safe, but I've been playing like a numbers game where like I want to get hit less, hit more, stay safe, not GSP safe.
Oh,
but
yeah,
Alan Jouban safe. But this fight, I said, fuck it, man. I was practicing crazy shit. I mean, even in the arena, in the dressing room, I was practicing doing Showtime kicks off the cage, and I was practicing doing kick flips and
did you ever fall down and hit your head on that?
I didn't. But I wanted to do it, and I could see it, man. When the fight opened up, I felt very aware. I was very aware of the entire crowd. I could hear
you looked very focused at the beginning of the
fight. I felt perfect, man. I felt like I absorbed the energy of the crowd.
I was watching you, and I was like, oh, this guy's got this.
I was in it. I was into it, and I could see the openings on my opponent when he was pressing forward. I could see all the openings that I was going to capitalize on. I just threw kind of a lazy kick, and he timed it perfectly.
Now, after the fight, he was saying like, that you should have been there earlier.
Huh? Did he? I didn't hear that.
Like, this fucking kid, a lot of shit.
Should be there
a lot of shit that kid said was disrespectful.
This is what somebody told me that like after I gotta say myself, but he said after like Alan overlooked me as far as coming in on Tuesday. Getting in on Tuesday to a fight Saturday, but like, is any of that?
He doesn't know any better, man, because I slept in a fucking altitude tent for 5 weeks before this fight, and I went and trained in Big Bear as well on the weekend.
That's what I was thinking. I
could have gone 5 rounds full blast, man. I was in the best shape of my life. I didn't overlook him. I do, and look, I'm not bitter at the guy for beating me, but I do feel that I'm better than him in every aspect of the game. Does that always translate to a win? No, man. It's a fucking MMA fight, and sometimes just having the aggression, being on that night, or just being kind of loose and lanky,
you think you were
like
cold
him.
when you won it?
What's that? No, I had a really good warm up. I think it was just I really don't. I try to break stuff down every single fight. And sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you're just in there and you waited a half second too long and he cracked me. But if I'd have waited a half second earlier, and maybe I'd have cracked him, and then everybody would be like, damn, that's the best you've ever looked. When you walked in, you looked so focused. But I waited a half second late, and all of a sudden it's like, what was I thinking? What did I do wrong? So it's hard to always break down fights. But I'll tell you, this fight was one that I went in there, and I felt the emotions of the crowd. I felt at home in the octagon. I didn't feel like I was on foreign turf. I felt like this is where I belong. I've been fighting in the octagon for 3 years, and this is what I do for a living,
Well, listen, like you said, you win some, you lose some. You're obviously one of the best fighters in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of sometimes you just get caught.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a basketball game, even Michael Jordan could dribble the fucking ball off his foot once in the game. It's a no big deal. It's like one turnover.
Yeah.
In this shit, you just do one miscue and it's fucking, you know.
It's lights out at this level. I had a good talk though with the manager of that kid, of Nico is I can't think of his name, but he's a very famous Brazilian manager, Brazilian guy who managed a lot of Brazilian guys.
Ed Soares?
No, not Ed, but it's the other guy. I don't know. I run into him quite a bit, but me and him are pretty cool every time we run into each other, and he didn't even know it. His guy was fighting me. But after the fight, he said something that really stuck to me. He was just saying, like, when you win, you can't live in the victory too long, and when you lose, you can't live in that sadness for too long, man, because that's the fight game. I mean, it's true. It sounds cliche, but it's like the fight game isn't like, okay, it's not like a job where, okay, you got a job, and this is your salary for the next 3 years or whatever. You're not on an even field for the next year or two. The fight game is like you go up when you win and you go down when you lose, and it's always up and down like a freaking heartbeat or something. It's never like you secured a job or you secured a pay scale or you
I was just
secured
about to say, unlike this gentleman's career, which is guaranteed.
Well, I mean, there's no ups.
Yeah, when it's a constant downs and
lower.
The closest I ever came to greatness is him sitting next to me.
God.
Yeah, that's sad.
Wow.
That's awful.
Bad.
Yeah, awful. And
Kill yourself. No, I can't.
Killed him.
I can't be around that.
Bumpy, we brought Bumpy to put you out of your fucking misery after this.
All right, so now, Alan,
Yo.
are you calling anyone out? Everyone always says
I can't make weight. Just so you know.
Okay.
Everyone always says I can't call anyone out after a loss, and I'm like, fuck that. Call people. Anybody you want to fight?
Well, I mean, I had it planned out, man. I had it planned that after the win, I wasn't necessarily gonna call out specific people as much as I was just gonna tell the UFC, look, I've never missed weight in my life. I've never showed up late for a fight. I've always brought the fight. Honestly, if I'm not winning and getting a bonus, I'm losing and the other guy's getting a bonus. Everybody who's ever beat me has gotten a bonus. It's kind of like, I feel like the UFC can instill that trust in me. If they want me to fight the number 6 guy in the world, Gunnar Nelson, who 5 guys turned down, I fight the guy on 3 weeks' notice. If they want me to fight a brand new undefeated guy, that was my 3rd or 4th undefeated guy, not in a row.
Oh yeah,
in the UFC, then I fight the undefeated prospect, the young lion guy. So it's like, I was just gonna say to the UFC, look, you guys, you know that I always deliver. I've been co-main event twice. I've done this. I've done that. I've beaten the undefeated guys. I've beaten the veterans. You know, I was ready to headline my own show with a big victory. You know, I envisioned me just slapping him, just sleeping him. I envisioned me just sleeping this guy, and then being humble about it, but doing something spectacular. And then getting a main event show in New Orleans or something. That's really what I want.
Oh, that would be nice. That could still happen. You know, my brother.
There's still a lot of like.
What about the Garden? Remember last time you want to fight the Garden because it was like fashion week. MSG.
I would have loved the Garden. Oh yeah.
I was like, that's in November.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
that's a big card.
That's a big pay-per-view card.
That's one of the funniest things. He like wins and he goes, "Hey, I want to fight anyone at MSG. I'll bring Fashion Week down here."
I didn't know. You know what we did? My manager had put that in my head. My manager put that in my head. He was like, "Use the fashion world, like New York."
I'm gonna manage you from now on.
I'm not manager right now.
Well, good.
I'm just gonna text you what to say.
Can you write for me?
Yeah, I can do that.
I would love to.
You should fight in India. You should get him.
You look half Asian, so you should probably.
I could, mix the market.
You see China? You see China? They're going to China now.
Okay.
Let's say about China.
India was okay, but don't.
Well, he look at you. Aren't you half Asian?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
you're pushing it with China.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
you look half Asian as hell.
You do.
I as hell.
And your wife's from Thailand.
So it all makes sense. And my son's half Thai.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, UFC China did get announced.
And Japan too, right? Japan.
Yeah, and
are they bringing back Kung Lee for it?
And they're saying Kung Lee's on good terms, but they're saying that Gastelum versus Anderson Silva.
Yeah, I saw that. In China or in Japan?
Okay. And man, that could be a huge card, right? The millions and millions.
Gastelum will come huge.
No matter what.
But I think it's a bad fight for Kelvin because it's a good fight for Kelvin because he gets a win over Anderson Silva. But I think the Weidman fight showed us that Kelvin Gastelum's not a 185-pounder. He's gonna get beat by these guys are too big. Yeah. So
yes and no though, because wasn't he kind of winning that fight up until then? Didn't he knock down Weidman
like
twice?
Losing and then he knocked him down.
Or he dropped him once and then
he lost.
He just kept getting
Size did have you could see Size played a part in that one.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. He beats Anderson Silva, then he moves up to.
I don't know. Whatever. We're gonna see the fight. What are we gonna do?
Why is Anderson still fighting?
For money.
Yeah.
But doesn't he need money? He probably has more money than anybody.
So look at all these other fucking guys, hitch guys. Why Donald Trump want to fucking make money? You know, this fucking guy.
I don't
They
I
greedy,
don't
that's
like
why.
watching Anderson fight anymore.
Me
He
neither.
was
Me neither.
my
But
favorite fighter
yeah.
of all time
And
in
it's-
its heyday, but now it's like
yeah, it starts to get.
it's a different Anderson now, and he, I love the kicks and everything. Now he doesn't do the kicks; he's more of just a boxer. But yeah, he's different.
He
now.
still have the skinny legs though. He still look like Teddy Hiley without the when he used to have that same mustache.
Yeah, he did have skinny legs, but he's got the bigger upper body now.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But not the good bigger upper body.
Ah,
He's kind of
kinda.
got my upper body.
That's kind of like I got the same stuff. So I got the skinny legs, but
I think Kelvin wins this fight though. I do think Kelvin beats him.
you never know. It is kind of lose because it's like Kelvin. I know Kelvin. He trained with our guys, so I want him to win. But then he's beating Anderson Silva, so I'm like,
Beating him now.
yeah.
It's like
But I'm just saying, it's like I don't
dating
even want to
Pam
see that.
Anderson
Yeah. But what?
It's at a certain time, it's just like
After a while.
Yeah, after a while, the people are past their prime.
Yeah. It's not the Labatt's blue Pam Anderson.
But
No.
you think Kelvin puts him away,
No.
or he
I
just
don't
kind of
see
like? Because I'm trying to think, Kelvin he doesn't really utilize his takedowns as much, so
How's Calvin's ground
so
game?
the
I know he's a
five-
wrestler,
it's
right?
good.
Speaking of which, when are we going to see your
the
brown
5'10"
belt?
Kelvin's gonna go again. I know that's what I'm gonna focus on while I have some time right now, man. I'm gonna focus on a lot of grappling and jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna do some capoeira with Cobrinha tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm so excited about
Fashion
that.
Week right now. Stop.
And then Fashion Week starts. So
You gotta do some capoeira fashion.
on the yes.
No, I saw
You might as well do a windmill while you're at it.
I
Yeah.
saw that they're airing your ad again, right?
Yes.
And that's the
very-
one with you.
The one where they have a man kissing another man.
Another man.
You
Yes.
did, but that wasn't you, no.
That wasn't me. That
Thank
wasn't
God.
me.
But you made out with Gigi Hadid, right?
I made out with Gigi.
Who's that? What guy is that?
He's a
Gigi Habibi.
No, Gigi.
What the fuck is that?
She's just like,
That's one of you guys?
That's one of the Arab ones.
Oh,
She's just
that's the Arab Spring.
She's this
For her.
hot supermodel. Her sister's Bella
Oh.
Hadid.
The white chick? How come she
No,
have
they're
a...
half Arab.
Oh, God.
Right.
Their
God
dad- their
bless.
dad's Muhammad
Oh,
Hadid, the billionaire.
Salam alaikum.
Yeah.
The entire
That
family.
fucking rich guy that owns half of Sunset. He owns half of Beverly Hills.
Their dad is
Yeah.
super wealthy.
He's a billionaire.
The mom is on Beverly Hills Housewives.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Allah Akbar. I got
And then the stepdad is like a huge real estate agent, I
They're all,
think.
yeah, they're not.
And then they're the two top models.
And which
They-
one was the
they
one
do
that was
well.
dating Weekend?
The younger sister.
Hey, that guy's not gay. He's
The
he's
Weeknd?
got a
He's
gay
only gay
vibe.
Monday through Friday.
He's with Selena.
That was,
you ever
that's not bad.
listen to
I get
his
it,
songs?
it's
You ever
good.
listen to his lyrics?
Yeah, but George Michael also talk about like
Yeah.
being a father figure, and then this guy's
Yeah.
a different kind of dance.
Yeah, but he wanted a
Yeah.
father's
What's
figure.
that show with that baby cat they have to rescue?
A baby cat? What
Yeah,
kind of stuff
that
are you
movie.
watching?
The two guys, the two half black white guys.
By the way, we're calling James Vick.
Oh,
by the
you're
way.
talking about
Key and
Key
Peele.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they're
what
like-
about that?
It's
I didn't saw that one. I didn't saw that
You gotta
one.
see it,
Go.
man.
Calling
He gets
James
these gangster
James
rappers
Vick,
and fall in love with
UFC
George
fighter
Michael.
James
That's
Vick.
amazing.
He's our first guest.
You ever seen? You know this kid, James Vick?
I know his name.
He won his claim to fame. He won a Golden Gloves title one time.
Well, he's
You
also.
can win the Golden Gloves title if the other guy doesn't show up. You know that, right? It's a
Buffy
fact.
Knuckles
It's
got a
fact.
couple Golden Gloves.
Yeah, he's got
Now,
some.
but speaking of, before James
Oh man, I
picked
didn't
up,
see you. Right?
Yeah.
What's going on? Man?
Speaking of which, so Russell, I always, you told me that you sparred Lennox Lewis.
No, I known Lennox since we were amateurs together,
Yeah.
and then when he'd see me, he always punches me in the face.
Amateur
Not-
what? You used to
not-
box?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
For you?
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, but he doesn't like clock me. But his hands are so fucking big.
Yeah,
he'll just,
that's a big
he'll
boy.
just do this.
Lewis?
and-
You
yeah,
said?
Lennox, and his fist is the size of my head, so he'll just sneak up like behind you, and you're like, and then you're like, and you turn into it because you're an idiot, and
Ah.
then, you know.
No,
But it's like his.
Hey, it's shaking.
No,
How
Russell's
you- you
Russell's the
coming down?
nicest guy I know, but he has a temper. Like there was this dude heckling him at the Laugh Factory,
Yeah, that's right.
and he was making fun of him for being Indian. I think I was a real asshole.
No, he wasn't making fun of me. He just said "fuck Indians," which
Oh.
is very different than
That,
making.
yeah,
fun
that
of
is
me.
different.
Right.
That's not.
So then Russell caught him outside the Laugh Factory,
Well, him and his friend.
hit him both with like 3-piece combos.
Oh, for
Really?
real? Yeah, yeah.
Laid them both
Wait,
out.
you was talking about that shit? No? Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about I paid him off after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Well,
right.
that was his bodyguard.
Yeah.
For him, oh, the guy had a.
What-
What
what-
kind of guy was a celebrity?
No, it's just some douchebag.
What pushed him to say that though?
You
You
was,
joke?
no, he was drunk.
Alcohol?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're just fucking
was
with
drunk.
Laugh, Indian, man.
And he was like, "Fuck Indians," and I was like, "Whatever." Like, I thought it was his black dude because I was making a joke about black people. I actually wasn't making a joke. I hadn't made the joke yet. I was asking this black girl, "Do you prefer black or African American?" And then all of a sudden I hear "fuck Indians," and I'm like, whoa, and I'm looking at the black dude, and then I look, and it wasn't so much what he said, it's the way he looked at me when he said it. It wasn't like "fuck Indians." It was like "fuck Indians," and he
like
him
he's
and his
gonna do
friend
something.
both looked at me like, "The fuck you gonna do?" And I'm like,
okay.
Oh, this here you go. You've got this all wrong, fellas. This is not gonna end well for either of us.
Yeah.
So you caught him in the back?
No, so when the guys they kicked him out of the club, and I waited about 15 minutes, and I was really just steaming. So I was like, I gotta leave. So I waited to make sure they were gone. Not for fear, but for fear of what I would do. I wasn't like concerned about that. I don't give a shit. If somebody's like threatening you, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be like, I wonder. You're more worried about, I don't want to have to fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
Right.
And I go to leave, and the bodyguard's standing at the end of the aisle at the Laugh Factory when I'm walking out. And I see him just standing against the wall. And he's a big dude, bald head, worked out. And as soon as I saw him, it wasn't like, as soon as someone right in the body. I don't want to throw a right, I should throw a left.
You threw a body shot first?
Yeah.
Like that's always a sign of somebody who knows how to fight. When you see that shit, stay away from that guy. Throw a fucking body shot first.
Pop, and then I put him in a collar choke.
Oh, for him?
Wow. And then, what? That was the most technical shot ever. A body shot
because he was laying against the wall. So I was like, well, I see the neck, I see the body, I'm going for this way. Pop, dropped his hands, pop, whoop, whoop, hold him down. I said, I choked the shit out of you. And he goes, it was the other guy. And I go, oh, what a little bitch.
Damn,
so I let him go.
And then how did the friend?
And then I walk outside, and the guy.
He sees the tough guy.
No, he didn't see this because he left the bodyguard inside, I guess, to try and intimidate me. And then I walk outside, and the guy was sitting outside, and as soon as I saw him, he goes, no hurt feelings, and I was like, you motherfuckers. I turn around, and I hit him with the right hand.
In front of like 30 people.
You saw this?
Instead of hitting him clean, you know when you hit somebody, you just hit the last two fingers?
And you broke
so I got mad. I went, fuck, the left hook right away. But then his teeth, because I guess I punched down, and his teeth went right through my knuckle. And then he sued me.
Plus he was a lawyer.
No, he wasn't. He's a scumbag who does this all the time. Apparently.
Oh, so he has a lawyer set up for that kind of stuff already. He has a slush fund.
But even his lawyer was a scumbag. His first lawyer came at us, blah blah blah, and then this guy, that lawyer dropped him because he didn't want to pay the lawyer.
Yeah, my girlfriend was working at my ex-girlfriend was working at the Laugh Factory at the time, and she told me the whole thing. She's like, I was in the front waiting for my car, and Russell Peter beats up the audience member, and I was like,
nobody got a video, huh?
No,
this should be the opening of the Indian Detective, by the way.
Yeah.
That would tell me that.
It's funny because there's a scene in the Indian Detective where I pull the guy out of the truck, like the bad guy, and I grabbed him inside his collar and pulled him straight down. It was one of them Henzo moves, you know?
Oh, no way.
And he grabbed and pulled, and I was like, an arm in the chest. And I was like, hey, can I? He goes, oh, go for it, man. I really want it to look good. I'm like, wow,
Have you ever lost a fight or no?
Yeah, of course you lose fights.
Recently?
No, I'm 47. Why am I getting into fights?
I have no idea, but you've gotten like 3 in the past week, so.
No. I came from training just now. I literally got the shit beat out of me just now.
By Rico Rodriguez, right?
Rico Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Where at? Where you training?
I was rolling with Jean-Jacques Machado, and then Rico was there training with the class because I do privates with Jean-Jacques. And then Jean-Jacques was like, Rico, come roll with Russell. So he's rolling with me. He's in my guard, and then he stands up and pressures me, you know. He's pushing me, and I'm like,
He's too big.
He's a big dude. And then for some reason, I guess he squeezed gas out of me.
Oh yeah,
I shorted.
It happens.
It happens
to the best of us. And I go, hey Rico, I think I just sharded. He goes, and then we're still rolling. I go, no, seriously. And then a couple of seconds later, Jean-Jacques was like, oh, you weren't fucking kidding. I go, I'm serious. I gotta go to the bathroom, dog.
So Alan, let me talk for a second. So you're like, okay, you're a brown belt under Eddie Bravo.
Yeah.
You're a great jiu-jitsu. And sometimes we don't see it in your fights because they're mostly stand-up wars. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to focus on the ground. And then you're like, I'm taking capoeira. What am I missing? What am I missing here?
African dance.
You touch the ground a bit in capoeira, so I figure that's like baby steps into it. But I think it's just like, everybody. Man, if you've never been to a gym before and you go and you take a Muay Thai class and take a jiu-jitsu class, one of them you're probably just gonna vibe with more. It's gonna feel more instinctual. Like you're either gonna say, you know what, I've got like quick twitch muscles, I'd rather strike, or I'll have a good squeeze and I have good flexibility, I just take to jiu-jitsu more. And I've always been like that, man. I've always just taken to Muay Thai more. Like I played soccer for like 20 years, and when I played soccer, I was a forward or a striker. I just love kick the ball as far as you can, and I'm gonna go get it and score a goal. And that's kind of how I fight. The same thing, man. I just like to go after it and explode on people. I feel good and confident in jiu-jitsu, but It's just when you get in that position, that 50-50 position where you knock a guy down, and I could either A, punch and knee the guy, or B, grab him and, take his back. I just rather punch and knee the guy because, man, you take the back.
It looks better.
It looks better. Fans like it, but also it's like, it's kind of energy management, man. Like you grab somebody, and all of a sudden you start using those squeeze muscles, and maybe they sweep you or you expend some energy. I don't know. I've learned to manage my striking output very well. Where when I shoot in for a takedown, or I go for a squeeze, or I go for a submission, if I don't get it, man, it sets you back a lot further than it does in striking. But anybody can tell you the difference. Like Kenny Johnson, my wrestling coach, he's 46 now, and he wrestles with us every day, and he eats Kit Kats and Coke for breakfast. And he's like, I can wrestle Coca-Cola, but he says I can wrestle every single day, 2 hours a day with 19-year-old beasts, and not really get tired. But you put some gloves and mitts on, and the guy's helping him off. It's just
that happened with wrestling. Wrestling, I could go 2 hours with jiu-jitsu because
you know what I'm saying.
Like to me, it was so frustrating because wrestling, it's explode until you pin the guy.
Yeah.
In jiu-jitsu, you get these guys that are basically like it's almost like they're going in slow motion.
Yeah.
And it fucks with wrestlers for a while because you're like,
you're tense and they're just
Wrestling tires me out way more than jiu-jitsu.
It's the opposite for me.
I was exhausted.
Oh, wrestling to me is the most the most intense workout you can do.
2 weeks.
Yeah, wrestling is fucking crazy.
Well, the thing about wrestling is like, same with jiu-jitsu, but wrestling, you can pin a guy, it's over. Versus jiu-jitsu, you could be on your back for 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it's easy to
I'm
stall.
good with that.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy to stall too.
I'll keep you in my guard. I wouldn't even try anything.
But in jiu-jitsu, you could go 40, 50, 60% for 10 minutes and be fine with it. You're managing your energy if you're efficient with it. But man, I mean, wrestling, you shoot and you have to reshoot and then sprawl and then, I mean, that shit, you want 100% every time. It's tough, man. Wrestling takes a lot out of you.
Let's talk about, since we have a boxing aficionado, I know that you're good friends with Amir Khan.
Amir Khan.
Right?
Yeah.
Whose wife just left him?
Apparently.
For Anthony Joshua?
Which guy's Anthony Joshua?
I don't know.
The big black guy that beat Klitschko?
Oh, for real?
That's what Amir Khan said.
Anthony Joshua almost sounds like a H&B artist. Like, that new Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
You know?
It sounds like it was one of the Black Street guys.
By the way, let me tell you about the content on Sunday. So anyways, Amir Khan.
I haven't spoken to him.
Okay.
Since all of this has happened.
Hey, what a hard, another boxer.
For me, it's kind of like I feel bad more so that he made it public. I don't think he should have done it.
It's not nice.
Is he punchy at all?
No, he's not. But he's young. You know what I mean? That's a young guy move. It's not a.
Yeah.
Oh, how old Amir Khan?
He's like 28. Right?
But his wife
He
though.
came out on Twitter and basically said that
he was upset. He's trying to get.
Yeah.
That was like when I got hobbed. When I got the car hobbed and all my shit got taken. I wanted to tweet not because something was gonna happen. I wanted the support.
But Joshua
I wanted people to say, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Those guys never even met the guy's wife.
Never mind that. I'm talking over here. No.
I was at his wedding, which is even worse.
No.
Amir's
Really?
wedding?
See, that's why I hate going to weddings. Oh, sorry, my brother. He got married. But half the time then they break up and I go, why had you came to the fucking wedding now?
You really get matching iPads?
Yeah.
You gave him my...
You know what?
I want to pretend... I want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Could I be...
You just have the one iPad.
I don't mind.
Now, Anthony Joshua says, I never met his wife. Now...
I'm more than likely, I don't know.
So why
I can't see that happening.
But by the way, his wife though
Really
was smoking hot, but
of course
they gotta stop with the surgery though.
Oh, she did that.
She's not surgery. She's listed a lot of makeup.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, she's too young to be getting surgery.
Yeah, but they do the Botox. They don't
I don't
consider
get the
that.
Botox shit. It
No.
doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
It never.
Why do you want no expression?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It looked like. No, I don't like
You
that.
always look surprised.
Yeah, it's terrible. Well,
and
no,
then
you
those
like.
Beverly Hills women, they get the eye surgery and the lip surgery, and they look like they just had a fight.
Yeah,
Or
it looked terrible. Yeah, the plump.
They look like transgender.
It's terrible.
It's
It's
horrible.
terrible.
Your
Yeah,
wife
but-
doesn't do that, right?
No, hell no. His wife naturally beautiful.
She's Asian too. She don't have to. Do
Yeah.
So anyway, back to
Good massages?
Yes.
Good.
All right, let's talk
Yes.
about. So
Culturally speaking.
Yes.
last Monday we talked a little bit about this whole thing with Paul Malignaggi and Mayweather.
Oh, I didn't get into this
With
yet.
Mayweather or McGregor?
Well, with McGregor.
But you know about Marlon and I?
Yeah, sparring with him.
So basically, I'll run down the story.
It's funny.
They flew him in. He said he flew in not even first class, business class. They put him up in this crack house.
No, for him?
They told him
Come on.
the next day they're doing 8 rounds. They go 8 rounds. They
Now
have
they told me he's doing 6 and he went 8.
6 and 8. They have a ref there, and they do a stare down for the sparring.
They're staging this fucking thing. It's a show.
Then he says that he can't bring any of his people, but McGregor has whole, everyone's taking pictures.
Why Laranja needs his people?
I don't know. So
why does Laranja have people?
So then what happens, right? So he said he's completely out of shape, but he ends up losing, but it was close enough. So then he goes back home. They don't want him Saturday. He goes home. He says he trains all week. He's been running. He spars. They bring him back. This time it's 12 rounds. He's back at the crack house. He says the sparring's at 2, then it's 8, then it's 4, they keep moving the sparring around. He gets in, Dana White's there, the Petita brothers, everyone's there to watch this thing. And they post pictures of him getting fucked up the first time. And he says, hey man, please stop with the pictures on social media.
I gotta tell you, then they must be paying him some nice money to do this shit.
They're paying him shit.
They're paying him shit. So
Are you serious?
So then he says he goes back, he wins so he says he said the first 5 rounds Conor got, then he started fucking him up badly in the next 5 rounds.
Okay.
Then McGregor pushed him down, right? But then
what's that? You just showed a habit punch.
Yeah, sort of so he pushes him down, they take a picture, then he goes, then he next to him.
And then McGregor had his hands behind his back in the picture.
So then he says, don't post the picture. Okay, so McGregor goes, I don't know, man, I don't know, while he's going in the shower. And then next thing you know, they're all over the internet. So Paulie leaves, says this guy's the biggest douchebag, biggest scumbag, fuck him, I hate him. What are your thoughts on the whole thing?
I mean, it does sound very staged. Listen, Paulie can't hit, he couldn't break an egg with his punches.
Yeah. But he was fast and have some good moves.
He was always fast and he had some good movement, which is probably why they brought him in.
Yeah, exactly.
And he wasn't going to hurt Conor on any day.
Right.
Yeah. But I can't see Conor getting over on Paulie.
But even if it was...
Despite how Paulie's got no power.
But if he could catch him, he could do some damage.
You guys fight MMA. You know what it's like. You got to change your stance. You can't fight an MMA stance in boxing. You can't have your legs this way. You got to turn. You got to lead.
Irish capoeira in there.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's capo whiskey.
But what if
Irish
that's Conor's plan?
Capoeira.
What if Conor says, you know what, I'm not gonna box the best boxer in the world. I'm gonna fight all crazy. What if that's his thing?
But that's fine. He's still. It's
well,
not like Mayweather hasn't confronted that before.
I know what I'm just saying.
But Maidana's a boxer. You know what I mean?
I'm saying you're saying you have to in boxing you have to change your stance, but I don't know if McGregor is going to change his stance completely. I think he's going to have
You can't just change your stance because you trained for 3 months.
Yeah, he's gonna have a wide stance.
He may start goofy stuff like that and then go, I'm not comfortable. I'm just going to go back to what I
can't wait.
And that's going to be the biggest mistake he's going to make. He's going to be off balance. He's going to, he's just going to get tagged.
But then
I can't wait to just see the energy. The when they first with the blood. I can't wait.
Well, that's what happened. Also, what set Paulie off the most was they told him to come to sparring on a Wednesday. He shows up, and then they go, hey. Conor's no sparring today. He goes, well, why do they have me here? This is bullshit. He goes upstairs hitting the bag in the UFC center, and they go, you have to leave because we're showing Conor some secret moves.
Where is this, by the way? Where are they doing that?
At the UFC center.
So it's all doing it in Vegas. They're not training in
But the thing is, here's my feeling. If Paulie was able to go 12 rounds, if out of shape, off the couch, retired Paulie, was even to be able to make it close for 12 rounds against McGregor with the lack of power that everyone knows he has, then Mayweather's just going to fucking murder him.
Obviously going to murder him.
Right.
But it's not like
Mayweather wouldn't last 10
I don't
seconds.
dispute that, but I mean, is Mayweather known for his knockout power?
Yeah, he's not a knockout artist.
We're looking at the same things.
Mayweather has knockout power, but he's so afraid of his brittle hands that he refuses to throw the right hand because he posted a video yesterday of him hitting the bag, and it was all rah, tap, rah, tap. It was like left hook and then this light little right hand that touched the bag, and I'm like, his hands are hurt.
Plus,
you're not hitting the bag hard, and you're posting the video.
Yeah.
And
he had on big gloves too.
Yeah, he always has on 16-ounce gloves.
He don't take chances either. That's another thing.
He knocked out Corrales 6 times.
Yeah, that was 2001.
Hatton.
That was 2000.
But also that was after a long fight. That
Name
was
another one, Adam.
Guys he's knocked down.
That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, the last time I saw him knock somebody out. Well, the one on the cheap shot, he knocked that guy out.
Yeah, Victor Ortiz. I think he could have stopped Canelo when he fought Canelo, but he didn't want to stop Canelo.
Well, he's saying
you think so?
He's saying
I was at that fight, and I was like, he kept tagging. He was beating the shit out of Canelo, and you could see Canelo was getting backed up, and if you just pressured him a little bit, he could have had enough to stop the fight.
This is going to be, to me, two of the things that I'm looking for to see in this fight. How does McGregor respond once he starts getting countered? Because McGregor is usually the more McGregor's usually the more slick counter fighter. You know what I mean? He's not going to be that in this case, obviously. And once he starts leaping in with those long punches, he likes to come in with that lead uppercut left hand, or sometimes he'll come in with a slide out left counter. Once he starts getting countered by Mayweather, are we going to see like a gun shy Mayweather, McGregor, where all of a sudden he's like, shit, how do I get on this guy? If everything I do, he's shoulder rolling.
Well, if Nate's hitting him with punches, then Nate, I don't know why people brag about Nate's boxing, but it's not that great as far as
it looks funky, but
I love Nate, but I don't see it.
I agree. It's not slick, but it's efficient. It's efficient.
Yeah, and he's the thing with Nate is that he's fearless.
Yeah,
he doesn't give a fuck, and he's
he's got long arms.
He's got crazy
he's
long
efficient
arms.
with it, and he's got a chin, so he can he can throw that 1-2 that's right after one another.
So Mayweather said if the fight goes the distance, it's a victory for McGregor, which I agree.
That's what I said from the start.
Now he's saying.
And for MMA.
He's saying he's probably going to get him out in 4 rounds.
Would be crushed.
I've never heard him make a prediction before.
Mayweather.
Only because he can't pronounce it. But.
I mean, do you think he can knock him out? You think 4 rounds he'll knock him out?
No.
I think round 7.
I was thinking 7.
I don't think McGregor gets knocked out. I don't think so. No.
I think it's going to be hell.
He don't get knocked out. He don't get knocked out by. Do you know how big Nate Diaz is?
But do you remember what's his name? That was sparring McGregor was saying that that McGregor was like wincing like a girl when he would get hit to the body. You remember something about that?
Yeah.
Might not be used to all those body blows, and like I could see something like that. Once the fight slows down, once the distance becomes a little bit closer and the combos start opening up, then Mayweather starts tagging the body now and then on those inside clinch, breaking apart. And then maybe McGregor starts slowing down, maybe a TKO from the body or something, taking a knee.
Yeah, but it's definitely not going to be a knockout.
Yeah.
It's going to be a barrage of punches.
And he's got a good chin.
If he didn't get knocked out by Nate Diaz is bigger than, he's about my size. He's like 200 pounds.
He's 5'10", right?
He's big, but
no, he's 6 feet at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not extend your height right now.
Caray, but I'm the same size.
Yeah, no. Nate and Nick are both 6 feet, 6'1".
Nick is a little bigger.
They're
big dudes, man.
They're not. Neither of them are one-punch knockout power guys, but they're barrage.
They have a lot more power in the fist.
I think Nick is scarier looking.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much. That's the.
Now, if you guys want to hear. So Skip Bayless, who I can't stand.
Yeah, what's this thing about Skip? Yeah, nobody can stand that. Nobody can stand Skip.
Yeah, so this was their. This is what they were talking about the fight.
Okay.
And this is the. I'll see if I can get it on here.
This is just not doing it, homie.
And it's also two fucking football guys talking about one guy who played football, another guy who don't know shit.
Who hates LeBron?
Yeah, what a fuck.
It's not in all the way. Spit on
That's the same shit he's always.
There you go.
Speaking of which, why you got a thing of condoms in your fucking thing? You and your girl use condoms?
No, I would never use condoms. They've actually been there forever.
So it's just like a
conversation. I've never used.
It's a conversation piece.
Well, it's one of those things. If they disappear, so know I've used them.
Let me tell you
something else.
So, no, but also, why is it sin?
Something else, not someone.
Or someone else.
What are you doing with these rescue dogs?
What do you mean? Why
is it thin on there?
It's not the condom's thin, not like it.
Oh, I thought it was made because it said Magnum and thin. I thought it was made for a guy who's extra thin, like the hat.
You know how you get like that? Instead of jerking off, you jerk off like this.
That's Indian.
Longer.
That's Indian burn. God,
So yeah. So why?
That's a slight charm.
Do you want those condoms? You can have
No,
them.
I don't need. I prefer not to use that one if I can get away with it.
You don't use condoms?
If I don't need to.
You don't use them with a wife, right?
No.
Why are you gonna? That's one of the main stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying not to get the pregnant.
Sumo.
Bayless doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
But you know what's funny?
What he's talking about? Please tell me. I don't understand.
He was saying that
who's comparing what to what?
Diaz, when he fought McGregor, had a 40-pound advantage.
Okay.
And 6 inches.
And a sumo.
And he was using sumo wrestling. And then to grab him and just take him down, just drag him
But
down.
I like what's his name? Shannon Sharp said he put them things on.
He
did put them things.
Yeah, he did.
He knocked him down and then he choked him.
The whole 40
nothing
pound.
to do with sumo. You
The whole
fucking
40-pound weight difference. That's like something that McGregor or other people just. I don't think he's that big. I think in the off season Diaz was getting.
No, Diaz is big. He's deceptive. He looked like he have a burnt chest.
Yeah, no.
But when you see, it's like
if
the
he's not
farmer.
training, but he had to make 170. He didn't put on 40 pounds.
You know how Mayhem. You know how.
He weighed in 170. He probably put on 20 pounds. He's probably 190. McGregor's probably 176.
You know when you see Mayhem Miller fighting, he looked kind of like a skinny, lanky guy.
Yeah.
You ever been around Mayhem Miller?
But
He looks like a fucking tank. That guy,
so,
and it's deceptive. Yeah, it's deceptive. You know what I mean? Like Nate Diaz is not a.
But let's talk about how the fuck Skip Bayless is allowed to talk about this.
I mean, he doesn't know shit. There's no.
How's he allowed to talk about anything? That guy never played shit in his life.
But I think he knows about basketball, right?
He don't know shit about basketball.
Really?
I know more basketball than this. This guy's always talking shit about LeBron. He don't know shit.
He just chooses to hate on LeBron. But these guys,
he always picks losers.
They know a lot about a little about a lot of sports. But when it comes to MMA, they know.
They know only team sports.
I mean, sumo wrestling. I mean, sumo.
The guy never played the regular sport, the team sport, and sumo. Come on.
Sumo wrestling.
Come on, my God.
Who the fuck does sumo wrestling?
Well, Machida did do sumo wrestling.
Emmanuel Yarbrough.
But but he was taken down by my favorite of all time, Hackney, the White Tiger.
The White Tiger.
I love that guy.
So
I want to see an action movie to that guy.
Alright. So also we'll talk about GSP got signed to fight Bisping. This is a weird fight for. Look, I'm happy for Bisping because he's gonna make money.
Yeah, Bisping is gonna the big winner in this one.
And you know, I would say it would be a lot easier to fight Bisping than you have to fight Whitaker, Romero, Rockhold, or Weidman. All four of those.
None of those. All of that is bad. I feel like they should give him a spectacle fight first. You know what I mean? Like something exciting, but not a dangerous. All that is too dangerous for the first fight back.
However, if he loses
I don't like it.
to GSP,
Weidman would have been a good fight for GSP.
No, I'm saying for
Weidman
Bisping.
is too big.
I'm talking for Bisping, I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm saying,
No,
I'm
Bisping
saying
is
GSP
win.
is an easier fight than any of those guys.
Absolutely.
However, if he loses to GSP, is GSP now the 85-pound champion?
Well, that's right?
Wait,
is Bisping still 185?
Yeah.
Isn't there an interim champ right now? Robert Whitaker, right?
Yeah, but Bisping's still the champ.
This is just a super fight, I believe. I don't believe that it's for the title.
It might not be for the title.
Yeah. But what if he loses, though? It wouldn't
No, I'm saying I don't think it's for the title.
It's just
you know how they do. They did that with Conor when he fought Nate Diaz and he lost. They didn't count it. He wasn't the champion.
Yeah, but Nate wasn't the champion.
Yeah,
well, McGregor was.
Yeah, but that was at 170. He didn't get down. He was never the 170-pound champion.
Right, but it was just.
But that's what I'm saying. They just made a fight.
Whatever the way was, it was.
I just made a fight, but this is the.
It don't matter. You could do whatever you want.
They could say that. Was that Eddie Alvarez was the champ then?
No. He never was the champ.
He was the 55-pound champion.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, he was because he beat Dos Anjos.
Yeah, somebody pulled out of that fight. That's why Nate came.
If Bisping loses, I think
Dos Anjos pulled out.
His fight his next fight is still for the belt against.
If Bisping loses, he's still
this is a super fight.
Yeah. Because it's a super fight. Before we go any further, I want to know though, who do you have in this fight? GSP.
I got Bisping, and that's coming from a GSP fan. I always like GSP, but he's too that size thing coming to play here. Bisping is a lot bigger, and how the fuck he's gonna beat Bisping? What he's gonna do to him?
Yeah,
but Bisping, has he started training him because he was injured for a long time?
It don't matter.
He's on vacation right now.
Yeah,
he just got robbed in Hawaii.
Oh, for real?
Got robbed.
No, he didn't get robbed. Him and his family went to some waterfall and they parked the car.
The car.
I heard it was Matt Hamill to get back at him for robbing them in that fight.
Can you imagine Matt Hamill?
It was actually
you can't hear Matt Hamill coming down. He's used to being quiet over there. He's coming down.
Poor Matt Hamill because Vinny Magalish.
Why you gotta bring up a sore subject over here?
So he posted that Matt Hamill should be next in line to fight John Jones as a joke.
You know,
but Matt Hamill responded and he'd be like, "Yo, I have a couple more fights, and then I would love to get."
I think he said a couple more fights.
yeah, right. So Matt Hamill responded.
Does he listen to this show? Just kidding, guys.
Matt Hamill responded and thinks that he's next in line to fight John Jones. Fucking Vinny.
Vinny, you know that guy is a heartless coward, and he's a fat piece of shit.
First of all, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Have you ever fought him before?
You know, we've came close to a lot of time, and the last time Balu Sobral was saved his fucking life.
Was that an RFA?
Yeah, that was at HFA. When you fought, and you probably won that night. But the big loser was Vinny Magalish because he had that on his hacker. Everybody see what happened.
So Babalu prevented you from beating him?
I pushed the fucking guy, and he didn't be and it was a. But I don't want to talk. I don't want to give this guy any more fame than he already have off my fucking name.
Right.
This guy's a loser.
Got it. Okay. So what were we talking about? So who do you like in that fight?
I agree with Hanash, man. I think that Bisping not only is he bigger,
he's also been more active.
he's just more active.
Despite him being inactive.
Yeah.
I mean, GSP.
That's true.
He's also the champ.
Yeah.
He also beat some fucking serious. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Let me
no,
let
it's
you-
fine, it's fine. Yeah, all these things. I mean, you just go on and add the list up. But GSP has been inactive for what, fucking 5 years now, and maybe he's training. He always says he's the best he's ever been, but I don't believe that shit. I
He
follow him on
doesn't
Instagram.
say that
He
shit.
posts once a week of him doing cartwheels at the gymnastics gym.
and doing hot tub with black women and stuff like Jamaican women.
And he even says, like in interviews, he's like, you know, when I go to the track and I'm about to jump over the fence to go run, he's like, I always walk around now because I don't feel as like
Now, do
athletic.
you think he was on HGH? Like a lot of fighters call in and say that he's been on stuff. And
I don't know if he's on stuff.
Yeah,
He-
but if that just give him enough time to get off of it now.
You know
so
what?
he's gonna be
He's in good company if he did, because the amount of guys that's out there that you love
Yeah.
and shit, we don't know. Leave the guy.
I want to get on HGH.
I think
Really?
I think in,
A
in
lot
his,
of- almost
in his
every
5
old
years
guy
he
with
went
money.
past his prime. And he
Old
didn't
guy
end
with
up-
money.
All the Eddie Brav, Joe Hogan, they're out there about that they take, you know, like it's a smart thing to do. If you have the means, the money. The only problem is you gotta inject yourself. If you don't like to do that every day, you know, you're out of luck. Or you can hub that stuff, your inner thigh. Porra.
By the way, Alan.
What do you mean?
Well, not like him, cocoa butter, but you have the androgen.
Oh,
You understand?
Yeah, but that's just testosterone.
So, by the way, who do you think is going to win, GSP or Bisping?
I would like GSP to win because I'm Canadian and so is he.
Have you met him?
Yeah, and I'm friends with Faraz and that whole gym.
Yeah, I like for
But you know, I don't see it as a likelihood.
Yeah.
more
I
power.
don't want to
to
say
him.
a possibility. I would say a likelihood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always possible.
I think also, if he was going to beat Bisping like 3-4 years ago, would be the time, but it seems like Bisping's wrestling has gotten much, much better, especially his like takedown defense.
I still do feel like Bisping lost to Anderson.
That was such a weird fight.
It was a
Yeah,
weird fight. But
weird
I
one,
really,
yeah.
I gave that fight to Anderson.
I had like a draw.
And just remember, Bisping used to be a 205.
Yeah.
You know, like, and the
And I'm
size.
still not forgiving Bisping for beating up Kung.
Oh, Kung, that's
Beating
right.
a who?
Kung Lee.
That was my.
He beat
that's,
the-
that's
the
my
brakes
Was
best.
he living on your couch for a while?
No, I don't. On my couch. I live in a mansion. I'm living
Oh.
on a couch.
Were you living at his couch or
No,
something?
no, he'd stay at my house.
But you know what? Kung Lee is a legend. He was a legend before he even went into the UFC.
Oh
so
my God.
it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
he,
but a lot of
he
those
did that
fights-
shit.
not to
Hey,
take away
look,
from
no,
him,
no.
but it did
he
seem
did
like-
that shit so many times. It was like
What,
the Harlem
Sancho?
Globetrotter.
It did seem like a lot of those fights, not to take away
It
from
was not
Kung Lee,
fixed.
Not fixed, but it's like guys had no idea what the rules were. Like they were coming
No,
in.
they was just not
No,
good.
it was.
They
It was said. A lot
but
of
they
those
was
guys
not good at the whole.
thought it was like a Muay Thai fight, and he was doing these scissor sweep
They
takedowns.
know what's.
Those are so good though.
Yeah. No, it was dope, but nobody.
Okay.
These guys didn't even know what was
Yeah,
coming.
But if you
Very
in that
confused.
sport and you dumb enough not to watch some of his other fights and know, oh, this is what happened in Sunshine Hall.
Right, but it
Or
did seem like a lot of those guys were
whatever
very
the fuck.
confused as to what
Franchise
the fuck
attacker.
was going on. I remember I watched like 3 o'clock in the morning. It would come on at like NBC.
Yeah,
Same
he
here,
never
bro.
And I'd be
fucking
like, what
lose.
the hell? I'd be like, some guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna win. I trained.
A white guy with a mullet.
Like, I'd be like, wait, what are the rules? Like asking. And then
come
he would
on.
throw them out of the ring or something. It was something.
He was the poster boy, man. I mean,
Yeah.
he was the face of the company.
He was
back
the
then,
guy.
man.
It was
Yeah.
the Generals versus the.
I'll never forget that one fight though. He had
Shamrock when he broke his arm.
Shamrock was awesome, but the
Yeah.
other fight with Vanderlei, where Vanderlei just took
yeah.
it to him, but that was a war. That was a war.
He was
So
always
he broke
fun to
Kung's
watch.
nose, I think.
What?
He broke Kung's nose.
Yeah. Kung's nose was like.
Was it with like a knee or an elbow or some shit?
Yeah.
But that one shot with Scott, whatever his name is, also the fight he lost. Scott.
Oh, that kid who always come
Oh,
back.
Hands of Stone or whatever?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
guy was my favorite.
He was fun.
He
He was.
would
What
get
the fuck
punched-
was his name?
he
Scott
gets-
what?
He would get punched
Disick.
97 times
Huh?
in the face.
Scott Disick.
Scott Disick. No, that guy. What is that guy's name? He would always
Lord.
lose almost every fight against Benji Radek.
But it was
and
always the best.
Smith.
Scott
Smith,
Smith.
yeah. And he had the best one
He
against.
kept hitting him with a spinning back heel kick, right? Or spinning back kick to the belly, and then he cracked him with a.
He
that-
was the
that
one
fight?
who was like, who was that guy that was from Hey Longos and Matt Serra? That
Oh yeah, Jay.
they called him Drago.
Right.
You know, is his nickname. Anyway, and he looked like he was crumbling, and it just came out, wow, you know, and hit it. You
Yeah, I know
remember
exactly
that?
what I'm about.
Remember.
That was one of the greatest. That looked like a movie.
But
So-
Kung when he knocked out Rich Franklin was quite.
Oh, Kung was he's a monster.
Oh, that was
It was
block the kick,
Yeah.
come back with the
Yeah,
right
right,
hook.
yeah.
or
Yeah,
whatever,
Kung
yeah.
was a monster. So Hendricks is now fighting Barachina.
Who the fuck is Barachin?
This dude's 10-0 from Brazil, all 10 finishes.
Oh, Barachin.
Wait, which guy you talking about? Who's fighting? him?
Barrachinha.
Baracino?
Is
Sounds
he
like
the kind of good looking
sounds like a bar
Yeah.
an Asian bar.
From
Hey.
Brazil.
That guy's a beast, man.
A
That
beast.
That guy's a beast.
Johnny Hendricks, though, you got to give him. He'll fight anybody. That dude.
Yeah, sure.
The only thing he can't do
I
is
hear
scale.
Rhonda's getting married next week.
Rhonda?
Yeah.
Nice.
True the guy, huh?
Yeah.
Coach Edmund.
Wow, hey. That was,
He's officiating.
Is he?
it's gonna be an Armenian
Tell him to
wedding.
move the head right when he goes for the kiss. But yeah, so Ronda Rousey is getting married. Really? Good
That's
for
what I
her.
hear. Word on the street.
I heard she's doing pro wrestling.
That's also what I hear.
Yeah.
Hey, the money is good there.
She'll be good at pro wrestling.
Yeah, and she'll be expecting the loss beforehand. So
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Come on.
she's mentally prepared.
So that now Holly Holm and Cyborg are supposed to be going on.
Ooh, okay, that's it. That's
exciting.
interesting.
I feel bad for Holly, but it's exciting.
But still,
Really?
hey, look, she have a chance.
I mean, Holly doesn't have a chance
of
because she comes
anybody-
straight
yeah.
with them long ass arms.
Of
But
anybody of the chicks, she's the one I think have a chance.
Yeah.
The other chicks I don't see have much of a chance.
What, Holly against Cyborg?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only
sure.
one.
You gotta be
Yeah.
technical.
Yeah.
When we've seen the only
And
loss
strong. Like
that we
Holly
can
is
remember.
big, strong.
footwork, yeah,
Yeah.
you see the way she moves when she warms up, she's so much more
Yeah.
athletic than
It's
most
the
of us.
only intriguing fight. I seen
Yeah.
that chick hitting pads before. One time when I was
Holly or
Jackson.
Cyborg?
Well, I felt Cyborg's leg kick when we did Hockey 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, what are your thoughts on my thoughts on John Jones Brock Lesnar? As it goes one round, Jones beats Brock Lesnar with a head kick or however he wants to win. Brock Lesnar, who fought Frank Mir the second time, pre-diverticulitis Brock Lesnar, I think runs through anybody. But this Brock Lesnar, who's 40 years old, who has one fight in the last 6 years, I think John Jones wins.
yeah, I think that goes without saying.
Yeah, I would agree if I was putting my money on it, but man, I strongly believe that if Brock Lesnar takes down John Jones, he's not getting up. I mean, how's John Jones going to get up with that wrestling and size advantage of Lesnar on top of him, ground and pound him? I think if he took John Jones down, he could beat him. I mean, I think he's going to ground and pound him, knock him out.
It's a strange one.
Yeah?
It's a strange one.
Because he's 40, but man, he's got that like deceptive, like he's got that fast twitch muscle. He's such a big man. He's so explosive.
Are they going to let him take roids for this fight? Because if he takes roids, I think he can win. But if he's like off,
I think off points he's still good. I think he's still strong.
I don't know.
He took down Hunt. I mean, Hunt's not known for like he's not a wrestler, but he's got good takedown defense.
Hunt yesterday said that they're both dickheads and both cheaters and fucking balls.
They deserve each other.
Yeah.
Hunt's on a fucking world tour right now.
But
You
the Hunt,
gotta like that guy.
especially after beating the Black Beast. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
No one. People
Black
were
Beast is
like
another
saying
funny
R.I.P.
motherfucker.
fucking Mark Hunt and Black Beast. And
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, Mark Hunt.
Man, quit.
More R.I.P. Mark Hunt's hairstyle.
Now, who do you like in JDS versus Ngannou?
Oof. I'm a big JDS fan, but HIP, JDS. I think his best days is behind.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when I stood next to Francis Ngannou, most times I had heavyweights, they're kind of flabby or fat. This dude may have like 3% body
my
fat.
God.
Oh, I know Francis is a Nigerian kid.
Yeah.
You don't wanna.
Cameroon.
Yeah.
Some
whatever.
years back.
Yeah.
Come on, from the Haile Selassie Pavilion. You don't
That's
remember?
Ethiopian. That's Ethiopian.
Oh. No, but what was
He
the
came to
one?
the comedy show, and I'm like, isn't it great you came here as a cab driver, and now you're fighting for... And he was laughing his ass off, and then afterwards, he's like, put me in a headlock, and he bought a t-shirt, and I go, oh, here, he goes, no, I don't want it, give it to someone else. And then I was...
Because he don't need that stuff.
Nicest guy. Then I saw him at the fights, and he gave me his ticket. He said, come down here, sit with me. And I gave it to Jay Haran, because I had to leave. But, yeah, Francis is a... How do you know Francis?
I don't know. He follows me on Instagram or Twitter. And then I met him at a fight, and he was like, hey, man, big fan. I'm like, okay.
He doesn't know any English, but he's I mean, but the thing is that they were telling me that, Dewey Cooper's training him, and he had no his technique was like kind of off before that, because there's no, in France, there's no MMA training. There's boxing training, jiu-jitsu
Well, it's not
training.
legal in France. That's why.
Yeah. So now he's like on a whole different level. I think he might be the next champion.
Yeah, he's a fucking big. Look, and JDS, I wouldn't said the same thing a couple years back, but after the damage now, I just
Taking a
think
lot.
I think it's they're throwing him to the dogs and this one here. To me.
The wolves or the
To the
dogs?
wolf.
All right.
Why
so,
you doing
What was
what?
that?
That's his version of the, like the morning show. He do some wacky fucking sound,
So we're calling James Vick.
What app did he
like the
download?
sitar.
You mean again?
Yes, we're calling him.
Ugh. Next, he's gonna put the sitar after you.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this James Vick?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's up, man? You're on the MMA Roasted podcast. It's me, Russell Peters, Alan Jouban, Renato Laranja. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Congrats on your last win, man. You've been knocking everyone out.
Yes, sir. I've been working on it.
Nice.
That's right. In the gym, I just finished practice right now.
So, I mean, what, you're like a 3-fight winning streak?
Just 2, but I mean, I've won, 7 out of my last 8 fights. But...
Okay, you don't mind saying yourself, patting yourself on the back.
Now, you've been calling people out on Twitter and saying that nobody wants to fight you. And has anybody responded?
No, they haven't. Well, there's one guy, and I said no one in the top 15. Obviously, I'm sure there's guys that are right below me that'll take a chance and fight me. But I mean, how many of those guys do I have to beat to finally let to get a chance to the top 15 fighters? It's ridiculous.
Well,
so no, none of them will fit me. I've talked shit to so many of them.
Well, listen, James Vick, I'm not in the organization, but I got a bones to pick with you. Because last time you said that your boy Kahabibi was gonna beat the El Kukui, and he didn't. He wasn't able to do that. So you was hung, and you owe me how much money we betted on that one?
Yeah, but they didn't actually fight.
They never fight, but I still can't understand what you're saying.
Well, whatever. I can't understand you either.
You said that Khabib was gonna beat Tony Ferguson.
And you hung.
And Renato said you were wrong.
Yeah, they never fought. Yeah.
Well, so I want a piece of your purse. I want some of your purse. I want a chance to take what you got.
So now, all right. So now, by the way, thanks for coming to my comedy show in Vegas.
Thanks, man. They needed to fill the seat on there.
That was very nice that you came.
Thanks for calling it a comedy show.
That was very nice that you came. Thank you, man. By the way. So.
Yeah, it was good. It was a super good show. It was funny. I was impressed.
Yeah, you actually said you were funny. I was surprised. I was like, thanks, man. That's now. What is it about the top 15 guys? Like, do you think it's because you're so tall and you're boxing and your power and big? Is that why these guys don't want to fuck with you?
100%, because I'm bigger than half the guys at 170, more or less 155. I mean, but I've never missed weight. I'm not cutting. I mean, I cut a lot of weight, but a lot of people cut a lot of weight. I mean, Chiesa, Kevin Lee, all those dudes walk around 190, 195 and cut down. I mean, if they can do it, why can't I?
Kevin Lee,
I've never missed weight yet.
Kevin Lee.
That's what it is, and basically the fact that half my wins are by submission also, so they know that in every one that's ever taken me down, I've gotten up within 5 seconds. I always get back to my feet pretty much with relatively quick, and they can't hold me down and beat me. And I've submitted half the people I fought, and then I'm better striker in my movement. I don't stand in front of people and get hit, and it's just, I mean, it's ridiculous, but I literally can't get not one top 15 guy to even acknowledge that I'm calling them out. They're acting like my name's not big enough or something yet when my UFC record's better than half of theirs.
Yeah, but it represents more danger to them. That's why they don't want to. They say fuck that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I understand. When I was in Vegas for International Fight Week, Sean Shelby told me he was going to ask Poirier to take the fight with me. And I'm like, yeah, right. Damn well he's not going to take that fight. And then Pettis wins, and all of a sudden he wants to fight Pettis. And the same night Pettis, when I called him out on Twitter, said I whipped his ass, and he replied, "What? They don't want to fight."
Well, I never even heard of Poirier. Who the fuck is that?
Dustin Poirier.
Dustin Poirier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know how the hell y'all say his name. Poirier.
All right, so let's talk about some of the guys in the top 15.
Wait, what weight class? I forgot.
155.
Damn, you make 155. God,
So how do you think you do against Kevin Lee?
I whipped his ass. I beat him. I already told him that. I mean, I'm cool with the dude. I'm cool with Kevin Lee, and we were hanging out in Vegas. They paired us up together. But he knows I want to fight. I told him, I said, I want to fight. I think stylistically I would beat him easily.
What did he say when you said that?
He just laughed.
All right, what about Michael Johnson?
I mean, we weren't talking shit to each other. I mean, when you're there and you're forced to ride on the van with the person, you got to be cool with the dude.
Yeah, you just having some fun.
I don't have any problem with any of these dudes. I just want their spot. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't Evan Dunham duck you too?
Dude, I talked shit to this dude. I trolled this guy so bad on Twitter. Like, it was so bad. And this guy, he wouldn't reply. He wouldn't answer any of this. And then he finally said, okay, I'm fighting up, not down. My 4 wins in a row should justify that. But then his last fight was against a UFC debut guy. And then he was scheduled to fight Abel Trujillo. So Abel Trujillo is not too low for him to fight, but then I smoked Abel Trujillo on 2-week notice, and then all of a sudden I'm too low to fight. I mean, he was scared. I even posted a picture of it was like some random homeless-looking guy walking by when we was in Oklahoma City. I posted a picture, and I took a picture of him because the guy looked like Evan Dunham, and I was like, oh, thanks for accepting the fight. And people literally thought this was Evan Dunham and wasn't even him, and I was trolling him that way too, and no one still didn't take it.
Maybe you need to find like a friend of one of these big top 5 guy or whatever and beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, take an easy one that's like a guy emotional
like
friend.
Like Rocky 4?
Yeah. And then he's going to say, okay, I got to take this one because I got to fuck this guy up. You could be like Clubber Lang.
Yeah, well, Clubber Lang didn't know. It was Drago that killed Apollo.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Or Hot Lips, Thunder Lips, the ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball.
Who's that?
Hulk Hogan when he was Thunder Lips.
Oh, right.
All right, what about Michael Johnson?
Yeah, I would love that fight.
I like that fight for you. I like that fight for you.
He's coming off a loss, but I don't know how soon he's planning on fighting again because he had a war in his fight. I don't know how long he's planning on taking off, but yeah, I'll take that fight in a heartbeat.
And what about Barboza?
Yep, I would love to, but see, my name's not. Here's the thing is, I realized that's why I was calling certain guys. I haven't really called Barboza out because I know he's ranked so high that I would never get that fight. If I can't get a number 8 ranked guy, Dustin Poirier, to fight me, how am I going to get the number 3 ranked guy to fight me? You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
But I mean, yeah, you never know. But I don't see it happening. But I would take the fight in a heartbidden.
What about Al Iaquinta?
Yeah, I mean, Al's my boy. You know, I told Sean that we didn't. That we really didn't want to fight each other because, you know, we were friends in the Ultimate Fighter house and we lived together and everything like that.
But you live with another man?
Then I think that, I mean, I don't know if I'm really supposed to say this yet or not, but, you know, they talked to us about fighting each other, and then Al ended up actually, I think I talked to him on the phone a couple weeks ago, he's actually injured now. So he has an injury where he can't fight for a while.
What about you fight Al Iaquinta at La Quinta Hotel?
So yeah, I'm looking at you. I mean, right now it has you ranked number 25 in the world as far as all fighters, but it has you behind like Jim Miller. Like that makes no fucking sense. Or
I don't get it because so I was ranked number 15. They ranked me. UFC put me in the rankings as number 15 for 1 week, and then Justin Gaethje comes and wins. And then I said, I was talking shit to him on social media saying I'll knock this motherfucker out too. Of course, he didn't acknowledge it. And I told his manager, Ali, because me and Ali are really cool. I said, Ali, you know, I said, you Justin Gaethje's manager? And he was laughing. He's like, yeah. And I said, yeah, Ali, tell him I want to fight him. And then Ali just started laughing. He's like, yeah, you want to fight everyone. And then, so then they put him in the rankings. And then Anthony Pettis beats up Jim Miller, who's 40 years old. And then they put him at 13. And then I call him out. And he won't acknowledge the fact that I want to fight him either. I mean, I have a 7-1 record in the UFC. Chiesa and Kevin Lee just fought. Chiesa was 7-2. Kevin Lee was 8-2, and they were both main event. They fought in a main event spot, and my record's better than both of theirs.
Wait, I just had an idea.
Acting like their career is just vastly ahead of mine. At this point, it's time to fucking fight.
You know who they should put you to? You know that guy they call Hick Diaz?
I know he's not the same weight class. He's lighter.
Can you imagine?
That's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. But he just fought. He fights at 145, not 155.
Yeah.
But can you imagine the fucking after interviews of that one? No matter who won.
Drinking moonshine,
Yeah, but it's gonna be nice. I like that
so
one.
Alan, what advice would you
We
give?
trained together in Thailand at Phuket Docking for a few weeks.
That's gonna be like Brer Habit. You guys, it's like Uncle Hemus and talking about that mush mouth.
So Alan, what advice would you give for this kid, James Vick?
It sounds like he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's fucking beating people up 7-1 in UFC, and he's calling out the guys ahead of him. That's all you can do. I mean, like, when you're not a big name, and I don't mean that in disrespect, James. I mean that you know how it is. They're giving these guys with the bigger names, with the lesser records, opportunities. So when you're not that big of a name yet, you just have to keep calling guys out and get that opportunity. When they give it to you, you just got to make the most of it. But he's doing the right thing, man. Call those guys out. And he's not, like he said, I call out guys all the time, but I don't do it in a disrespectful manner. I just want the spot. It's business. You know, they have what I want, so you got to make the fight happen if it's not happening. And the UFC loves that. The UFC loves that. Every time I talk to Sean Shelby, he's like, if you make my job easy and you create buzzer on a fight, it's easier for me. So keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Now, Russell Peters, the guy who sold out the, what was it, in Canada?
Oh, the Air Canada Center?
The Air Canada Center. How many people?
6 times.
Six times.
How many people go there?
16,000 a night.
16,000 people a night. So what advice would you give for this young...
Where's James Vick from?
From Texas.
Fight in Texas, James.
Fight in Texas?
Fight in
Hey,
Texas.
guess what? Hey, you know what? I have the last 2 fights in a row. That's what. So when I went to negotiate a contract, I talked to Dana White myself, and I told him about the bonus thing. I was like, man, that bonus. I said I won't guarantee money because that bonus is like a fairy tale to me, and because I'm highlight reel 2 people in my home state. So I fought in my home city in Dallas, slept through in 2 minutes, and then I fought before that. I fought in Houston and flying knee a guy and then choked him out. And didn't get a bonus in either one of those fights. So I've been, and that's when I got on the mic and told the UFC they didn't start promoting me. And then the UFC has did their part, like Alan was just saying, you have to be vocal. I got on there and I said the UFC is to promote me. I'm 7-1. They're flying guys out with 2-2, 500 records in the UFC, and they haven't flown me nowhere. So since then, the UFC has been great to me. They flew me out for the guest appearance in Oklahoma. They gave me the International Fight Week guest appearance. It's not the UFC now. It's the fact that you got these top guys who won't fight me.
You know what?
I talked to Sean Shelby, and he's like, it's kind of annoying because I talked to Sean Shelby, and he's like, I see you post and stuff. He's like, it's not that the top 15 guys are afraid to fight you. He's like, it's like if they're injured or they're already booked. And I'm thinking, yeah, they're already fucking booked because you offered to fight with me, and they turned it down and they booked it with someone else. That's fine to fucking fight me.
What about Nate Diaz?
I mean, do you really realistically think I would ever get that fight in a heartbeat? I'd sign that fucking fight.
He's somebody you could upset very easily. I know from experience.
I mean, all I need to do goes.
How's it going with the girl? If you don't know, Russell.
It's good, man. I'm about to have a baby, man. We're not about to have a baby, but we just found out my girl's pregnant. She's only 6 weeks. But
congratulations,
Oh,
man.
God, I'm sorry, my brother.
He has one of the hottest,
I know.
loudest women I've ever seen in my entire
Why
life.
loudest?
Like, I was at a fight, and he was
Were you in
fighting.
the hotel room next door?
He was fighting, and you heard, how like at a fight, there's always that one person, and it's usually
You mean
some
like Tyron Woodley's mommy?
yeah, but if you see some like annoying guy or some fat guy, you're like, this guy's never had a fight in his life.
Yeah.
It's this hot, looks like she just came from the Rhino with these little stripper dress.
Do you understand what this?
You know you're talking about his woman,
Oh
right?
yeah.
This guy does it every fucking episode.
Gorgeous. But
You're talking about another match. He covered Dynamo.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, guys.
Listen, I'm never gonna say nothing about your wife.
It's not his wife. It's his girlfriend.
Oh, okay, then that's fine. What she looks like. What's her Instagram? God,
What we mean is congrats.
Yeah,
yeah,
congratulations.
congrats. I got a lot of kids too.
Now-
The buzz wear off after a while.
How
Now-
many kids you got?
That's all true. I don't even know at this point.
Pull out.
Now,
Yeah,
I saw that
I
you
tried.
posted about the Paulie Malignaggi thing about McGregor. What are your thoughts about that?
I don't know. I'm thinking, Malignaggi, obviously he's not a power puncher in boxing. He had like 30-something pro fights. He's gonna have like 12 knockouts. So McGregor could probably go in there and explore him and not get beat up, too bad because of this. Paulie's not a power puncher. But the way Malignaggi was, at first I was thinking, I doubt, McGregor actually won those sparring sessions. But Paulie Malignaggi goes in a 45-minute discussion over a 5-minute conversation. The conversation should have lasted 5 minutes, and he's like trying to explain himself the whole time. It's almost like he's trying to like defend himself, and maybe he did get his ass. But I don't know.
Now, what was your record in boxing?
I didn't really. I only had one pro boxing fight, but I had 20 amateur fights. I was 17-3 as an amateur boxer. My 1-2 Olympic titles.
Okay, slow down, my brother. We believe you.
All right. Yeah, Jesus, you fight. You got a hot
I
woman,
didn't
you knocked
talk
her
fast,
up.
dude. Everyone else understood. You just can't. You couldn't understand it when I talk fast. I'll slow down.
Yeah, you talk like Benny Blanco from the Bronx, but only with a hick accent.
Now,
You maximizing your potentialities.
Now, isn't Gilbert Melendez fighting someone soon? Who's Gilbert fighting?
I just saw that. Is he training with Gilbert?
No, I think you called out Gilbert, right, Melendez?
A while back, yeah.
I thought
a little ass dude ain't gonna fight me. He's fucking 5'6". Well, I don't know, man. He's fighting at 140. I don't understand that. I don't understand these rings. It's a joke to me. Gil Melendez is fighting Jeremy Stevens now at 145, so he's dropping weight classes, and they still have him ranked number 15. And 155 when the dude is like 1-4 in the UFC and hasn't fought in a year and a half or 2 years.
And got popped.
Like it's a joke.
Well,
And then gets popped, don't fight for 2 years, and has won 1 out of the last 4 fights in the UFC, and now is still ranked number 15 in the world. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's show business. It don't work like mathematics. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's money.
Yep.
You can't expect it to work like that.
Now, the one loss that you have in the UFC is to Beneil Dariush. Do you want that rematch?
100%. And it's funny. I actually talked to Beneil when we went to the athlete retreat And Benil basically said, I respect Benil because he's one of the only guys that'll actually fight guys that are, he's one of all these top 10 guys want all these killers on the outside to fight each other so they don't have to fight it. He's one of the few guys that'll actually take fights. He fought me, then turned around and fought that undefeated Russian guy. That won 5 fights in a row in the UFC as well, and no one else will take those fights. So I actually respect him, and he actually told me, he's like, I said, maybe I'll get a rematch. He said, you want 2 more fights, I'll give you a rematch. He told me that, so.
That'd be a good fight.
Of course I want a rematch. I mean, what fighter don't want rematches,
Who do you think wins, by the way, Gaethje or Alvarez?
I mean, I think, I have a crazy theory. It might sound delusional, but I think, Alvarez is unless he catches him something, maybe a looping wild punch like he did Dos Anjos, I think he gets broken down and Gaethje beats him, and I think he's a sacrificial lamb for Gaethje. UFC's using him as that, and then they want Gaethje to be a sacrificial lamb for Conor. I think when Conor comes back, they're going to try to throw Gaethje in there instead of making him fight to beat his own. That's what I really think is going to happen.
I think that's a good. Oh, go ahead.
Do you believe on that theory?
I actually wasn't paying attention.
All right, Alan, that theory?
Probably him, true. But you know what? I was the one paying attention. I actually agree 100%. Now, the only thing I won't agree with is that Alvarez is a sacrificial lamb. I don't think he's to that status, but I think if I had to maybe bet, I'm gonna say that, and then for sure they will how it's play out with Conor McGregor and all that shit. I agree.
Yeah,
but I don't know about a sacrificial lamb. I give Alvarez a little more credit than that, boy.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that he thinks he's a sacrificial lamb. I think the UFC's trying to use him as that. I mean, that doesn't mean he might not go in there and spoil the party, but I do think that unless he wins ugly, he's going to get broken down. I do think that. But I don't understand that. Another thing I don't understand is why. Like, I know I saw Gaethje on there, on the post-fight thing, talking about, I'm a promoter's wet dream. This man, yeah, he's an exciting fighter. But I don't know why they're spending all this money promoting this guy when he's 1 or 2 fights away from getting put straight to sleep the way he fights.
But I think
out the way he just takes damage like that. And then you just spend all that money promoting to do for no reason.
Well, but they also know that kind of guy puts ass in the seat. You know what I mean? And yourself too. But he just came at the perfect time. Like that situation was tailor-made for him. If he could win and look like he did, it was a magical, good situation for him, the promotion for him.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And he built his name in World Series, which is based out of Vegas. So he has a huge fan base in Vegas. Like he sold 800 tickets in Vegas. Dang. I'm outside right now, and there's a train coming by.
Where the fuck? You work on the train on the Hill Road?
No. All right.
What happened?
There's a train coming by.
So
You said what?
Okay. Well, listen, James.
You work.
Listen. Congratulations on the baby. You're gonna get a fight. Someone's gonna fight you. Right?
Yeah, they're treating you like the Michael Vick of this.
I wanted to fight twice this year. That's probably not gonna. 2 more times this year. For the rest of the second half of the year, that's probably not gonna happen right now. So I think I'm looking at probably. I talked to him today. He's saying November, which I wanted to fight in August already.
You got to fight in November.
Well, November's MSG, so maybe you get to fight at the Garden.
Yeah, I'm thinking he offered that, but I asked him if I could fight on the Virginia card instead because, first of all, I don't want to fight on the big card and not have a chance to win a bonus because you get screwed out of bonuses, when you're on big cards, no matter how great your performance is. And then Virginia is actually like 2 hours from my training camp, so I would have a lot more fan base there from all my teammates in Maryland.
Got it.
And you sound more like you belong in Virginia.
True. I've never even been to New York, man.
You never been to New York, boy?
I'll tell you what, boy, you have a great old time down there.
Well, listen, James. Well, thanks for calling to the podcast. Have a good weekend, and congrats on being a dad.
All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Okay, boy. We'll catch up with you later.
All right, that was James Vick.
Later.
Wow, that was James Vick.
Well, he's a disgruntled young man who is poor and at the end of his hope.
What are you talking about?
I'm kidding. He's a nice kid. He have a good sense of humor.
And he's just so fired up all the time.
But he got to find a way. Look, he's not going to get a fight by just complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He have to be strategic and look what, like we was talking about Clubber Lang. Look how he did. He campaigned for that.
Well, him versus Kevin Lee would be awesome.
It would, but no way Kevin Lee don't want nothing to do with that fight. What's the upside for Kevin Lee? No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't blame. He's in a tough spot because you also can't blame these guys. What the fuck is in it if the whole thing is to make money and take other people's spots?
Yeah.
Why are you gonna fight backwards? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To help this guy out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not. I mean, you know, he's not harmed, but also the fighters is not harmed. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna fight him if you could make more money fighting the next guy in line.
No, that's why it has to be more of a sport than a.
But it's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could say, oh, the entertainment business, boy, it should be based on who's better actor and shit like that. Look, that's not how it fucking works.
I get it. I understand.
You know, pray to.
Speaking of which, so different topic. So my wife has not seen some classic movies. She knows about Coming to America.
Yeah, no shit. All the girls don't see it all. Rarely do the girls know the good movies.
So last night, I'm like, all right, I DVR'd like 5 movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it was like our date night. And one of them was like Naked Gun.
Okay.
She never saw Naked Gun. She never saw High Fidelity.
You could do without High Fidelity.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
But that's not like a oh shit. I got that one in the you know.
Rocky 4.
Okay, you gotta show that one.
And
Did you see 1 to 3?
And like,
Probably
no,
not.
no. But
So
you
why-
can still see
You
Rocky
just jumped
4.
in at 4?
Yeah.
Nah, you can't do that because the romantic one is to see the
Yeah,
first
the
one.
first one was
Exactly.
the second one was and
The
third-
second is I do without that one, but the first one you
So
can't
you go
miss.
for
I
it.
made my wife.
I
do
go 1,
1
3,
through
4.
5 and Balboa and Creed all in a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She loved it. She loved it. Like you
And then
said.
like Taken. She never got Taken. So I was going to Taken, right?
Takken's fine, but do she need to see that? I don't
No.
know.
So anyway, I'm like, she's like, you know what? I want to decide what I want to watch. So I gave her those 5. So we ended up watching The Life of Kylie on E.
The fuck is that?
It's a new thing about
Kylie Jenner?
Kylie Jenner.
Wow.
She wanna watch that?
Yeah, she
Wow.
wanted to watch.
First Lady Gaga, then The Life of Kylie.
Yeah, you.
Hey, let me ask you this. When you sit down and pee, what is it like? Do you ever like...
You use
to
feminine
push
white.
your dick through the hole?
I did. I gotta push it through the hole. So have you seen like you haven't seen Life of Hot? So anyway,
haven't seen what?
Kylie Jenner has her own
I stay
show.
away from that stuff.
So she does talk about how she has no passion in life other than lipstick, right? That's the only thing she's ever been passionate about.
She's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
So and then right the whole show, some guy was like, "Hey Kylie, I want to go to the prom." So this guy like was kind of a loser in high school, blah blah. blah. I didn't have a lot of friends, but they fucking show that. They're like this guy had no friends. They show him like being picked on.
Because it's a television show.
Yeah, but like that's the last thing this fucking guy wants now is that everyone knows.
Oh, but then he's gonna see. They're gonna see. Look, I was a loser before. Now
Yeah,
I get
but now
to
he's
fuck.
gonna be
Now I get to
famous.
fuck this girl. That
Yeah.
Tiger
He's
fucked
definitely
already
not
100
gonna
times.
I don't think he fucked her. I'm not sure he's even into girls. This cat.
Or whatever.
But yeah, I think
Does
it's
he
Albert.
have sugar in his blood? That Tiger?
Yeah, it's a Tiger. Exactly. So I watched that.
Tiger,
last
I
night.
mean, always look like a little sugar in his tank.
It does.
Who, Tiger the rapper?
I can't call him a rapper.
The have or
Yeah,
the
he-
mumble.
Look at Bumpy
Yeah,
Nose
exactly.
House,
You
I
know
can't
that's
call Tiger
also.
a rapper.
You know that's one of my beef too. The kids these days. I don't care if you want to do the mumble haps
That's
and all that
horrible.
stuff, but you know what? Don't call it hip hop or hap or anything. It's a different stuff.
What's this shit call it?
Something else. How come Rock and Roll have about 1,000 different kinds?
Genres,
But
yeah.
this is just hip hop. It's not even the same universe as the stuff that my brother Bumpy Knox
I don't
and
even
Big
know-
Shug
No, no.
and Guhu and Premier. You know what I'm saying? And even the stuff that they did before they moved from Boston to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay? And even Scientific and all these other. No,
I agree.
And LG the Bulldog.
He's
And Del the Funky Uncle
really,
Sabian.
really
Yeah,
passionate about it.
Well, because it's something that really upset me. I don't when I see this stuff and then they call it hip hop.
No, you can't
it
compare.
bother me.
You can't compare
His
any
lip-
of this
lip
stuff.
shit,
Little Yachty, the Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, Little Yacht. And these people, you know what? One fucking guy. I don't know what's the name of this one kid.
They're all little or young or
Migos?
whatever.
You know how they do stuff so it's not even they doing just gibberish.
Yeah.
They go Anna will, but Tanner hits hey, and then shit like that. And then they go, yo, you don't have skills like. And he goes, it's not about that. It's not about this anymore. It's about energy.
No, that's what's Joe Biden hates them all. Joe Biden gets all angry.
Yeah,
Biden's right.
it's about energy and stuff like. No, it's a different. Whatever you're doing, that's different. That's not in the same. Make it, call it something else.
What was they call it?
Right.
Like shit
Anything
rap?
else, but it's not hip hop. It's not what you think that's what
But other people would say, listen, you have to evolve, and this is.
Yeah,
just-
This is not an evolution.
This is not an evolution.
that's a hip hop.
This is a devolution.
Yeah, it's an
I agree.
offshoot.
I'm just saying that, like, look, I'm a stand-up comedy. I'm a purist. I'm a joke teller. But somehow we took a left, and it became like storytelling 101, where laughs don't matter. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And like, hey, I'm just gonna read this shit off my notebook, and it's not even comedy.
Okay, you got an argument.
I
No,
understand.
now we've gone from mumble raps to underperforming now. That's the new style of comedy. Is that?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I don't give a
these are my
fuck.
jokes. I'm not gonna. I know they're written so well.
But that's
so I
a
don't have to
yeah.
impress you.
Yeah, but that's not taking any chance. You know what that reminds me of? Certain actors will do that, and they think that being casual and being like they don't give a fuck is good acting because they sound like they're
rap
really talking.
is worse than alternative comedy.
It's worse.
It's worse.
And have it, and the kids enjoy that one and all that shit. But don't put that in the same. You
Panda song's pretty good though. Panda.
I don't give fuck that shit.
Oh my god, I did a corporate gig with a designer kid.
Really? Was he
like
nice?
a month ago. Oh, he's a fucking retard. I didn't talk to him. It was during the rehearsal, and he was full on, like going all out.
That one song's pretty good though. The Panda.
Panda was good, but that's it. That's
The
where,
stuff that-
all of them.
I got the hose in Atlanta.
The stuff that pissed me off is they don't have any respect for the guys.
None.
You know, they got no respect. Or
None.
you guys doing some hiding some lyrics over here.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
But wait,
But this week, by the way, I got tickets to go see Bobby Brown.
Okay, now you're talking.
Bobby Brown is performing with Keith Sweat,
Oh God,
Monica and Brandy.
okay, but not as good. But
Rome.
okay.
Rome.
Home.
Is it
Why would Rome be on?
Jim.
Rome. Rome.
Jim.
Rome. They had one song.
And
But
Rough
he's gonna
Ends.
play the fuck out of that one.
Rough Ends was better than Rome.
And Rough Ends. They're all playing.
What an interesting.
It's in Long Beach. $50. I got tickets.
That's not
50
bad.
bucks.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the fucking
300
crowd.
for one Lady Gaga.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
I'll take
Yo.
hits from the 90s for 50 or Lady
Yeah,
Gaga
50.
for 300, Alex.
One of the best concerts I ever went to was like an old school hip hop show. They had like everybody you could fucking think of from the old days.
Yeah.
And it was just one tick. I can't even remember how much. It was fucking 3 songs by the best guys you ever seen.
The best concert I've ever been to, and I've been to the Rolling Stones, I've been to some good concerts, but the best one I've ever been to was DMX. DMX put on a show
Well, the irony,
and a fucking half.
DMX was the last performer on this one,
Yeah.
and everybody was dynamite. DMX came out with a bottle of Hennessy,
Oh, I know what show you went to.
going like this,
I know
and
what show
he,
you went to.
yeah,
Well,
but
when
the
I saw
best
him, he was
show,
great.
We went to the Art of Rap tour.
something like that, and the first guy killed it, and he should have been deeper into Special Ed.
Yeah.
Special Ed, the people didn't even showed up yet. Special Ed was doing his fucking thing on there, and nobody knew the song except me. God,
I felt bad for DMX. He just got caught again with cocaine and
That's
violent
surprising.
information and tax evasion.
No,
But
not him, not
as far
DMX.
as, but it was
I don't think he's tax evading. He's just not tax paying.
He's just he don't even. It's
Yeah.
not on his head.
I don't think he's like, I gotta hide
Yeah.
this money. It's more like, oh, what?
I gotta bet.
I forgot to pay.
I'll tell you, that concert, he'd be like, it was like, he'd be preaching for like a minute of like, Gino, the Lord says this, and blah, 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 followed by, love my bitches.
Yeah.
But like, it was the most uneven, but
Well,
the
that's
show
the way it
and
goes.
the energy,
Yeah.
he had everybody going ballistic. I mean, I'd never seen a concert from start to finish that was the energy of DMX.
Well, I'll tell you, Cameo was a close second because God, I saw them at the Hollywood.
When was Cameo here?
A couple years back, I saw that when they used to have the Haze track.
Yeah.
They came out there was cheap tickets and there was open for
Hollywood Park.
more exactly, and there was
Hollywood?
Hollywood Park.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
he said it like that Hollywood Park.
What was
Where
the best?
you- where you
He from Louisiana, the
Are you?
born, yeah.
What was the best
Oh, that's
concert
where
you
you
ever
got the
been to?
French last name.
Yeah.
Alan, what was the best you ever been to? Concert.
I haven't been to that many, man. I haven't been to that many concerts. I have to think about it, man.
Well, I'll go back to mine when I was talking.
Yeah.
It was it
Thanks
was
for
open
asking.
for Morris Day and the Chime, which was also nice, but Cameo was even better for her.
What was I saying?
Cameo had way more songs.
Do It in the Butt, is that him?
Yeah, better songs, yeah, huh?
Was it Do It in the Butt? Was that him?
No, that was EU.
Oh.
No, yeah, that's no, you thinking of? Oh yeah, that's that.
Do It in the Butt was
E
EU.
Yeah.
OEOEO is
Morris Day.
Jungle Love.
Oh, that's more.
No. Yeah, Jungle Love. You know
What
that
was the
was
best you ever been to? Best concert?
It would be Kiss in 1982.
for you.
That's so funny, man. I was the first concert I ever went to was Kiss, and I was gonna say, but I was like, that shit's so old school, man.
Really?
Yeah,
it was
why
fun
not?
when I was
I saw
a kid.
Kiss when I was 11 or 12.
Yeah, I heard that's a hell of a show.
I remember being
That
there.
was their last tour with makeup.
Ah,
Oh,
Then
really?
they went to the first tour without makeup, which
Oof.
was a year later.
oof.
And then they went in 96 to the reunion tour.
Wait, they brought it
A
back?
lot of people don't know
Damn,
that I'm
man.
actually a big Kiss fan.
I saw,
Shit.
So is Eddie Bravo. That's his.
I saw
favorite.
Kiss and Molly Crew.
I was on. I saw that in Australia.
I saw it in Irvine,
Wow.
but it was weird. Like Gene, they had him on on like he was flying around the air.
Yeah.
And he was like 70, and I was like, people were worried he was gonna die. It was.
It's a sad.
They were more worried that the cable was going to snap.
That hair on him. He got like
He
the
was about to
Steven
kiss the
Seagal.
ground.
He have the Steven Seagal hair.
Speaking of which, guys,
Yeah.
I'm on Pluto TV. Pluto
On
TV.
Pluto TV?
Yeah,
Pluto
Pluto.
TV tonight. tonight and next week, where I'm going to be watching old school Steven Seagal movies and roasting Steven Seagal movies.
That's a dream
Pluto
job.
TV, it's yeah.
What is this Pluto?
You can get it on. It's on the Fight Channel. You can get it on Apple TV. Roku.
Wait, the Fight Channel in Canada?
No, the Fight Channel on Pluto TV.
There's a channel in Canada called the Fight Channel.
I know that. Yeah, it's a different one. It's on. You can get it on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Android Web, and iOS.
So nobody's watching.
When we can watch that? When can we watch? It's just gonna be up
Tonight,
there.
8:00.
Just some puto's gonna be watching.
Check out
tonight,
Pluto only.
Tonight, the one I watched tonight was You Will Tonight You Die. No, what was the name? It was tonight. I'm Adam Hunter, and today we're watching Steven Seagal, a movie called Today You Die. Today You Die. Hopefully his next movie called Today I Diet. Yes, Today You Die. Yeah.
Where did you shot that one in the Catskills? They serve potato salad.
Dude, you know who's in the movie? Steven Seagal's in the movie with Tretch.
With Head Skelton?
With like Tretch. Tretch is in it too.
Is this a Tretch movie?
Tretch from
Yo,
Body by
Tretch.
Nature.
That's one of your homeboys?
Tretch is in a group with Bumpy.
You seen?
Really?
Did you see the science fiction movie he did? That's kind of like Pacific Rim. It's interesting stuff. It's like Shark.
He actually, compared to Steven Seagal, he's the best actor in the world.
Oh, by the way,
I'm telling you, this dude, he steals the movie. He steals the movie.
He steals the movie.
Yeah, you're trying to talk.
Why are you talking like
that? Why you trying to talk like that? That black people don't talk like that.
He stole the movie. I'm telling you, Tretch in this movie kills it. Him and Steven Seagal,
He's
they go to jail.
still. He's in good shape.
They break out of jail and like it's just
I can imagine.
It's
By the way, he was at that concert. Naughty by Nature was at that one I was talking about. He killed it too.
It's
He
funny though,
gave a lot of energy.
I just had them on my show.
I heard the opposite.
Montreal.
My friend said that they performed at the ESPYs, Naughty by Nature, and the whole time they were criticizing the ESPYs for not booking them earlier. They're like, yo, this is the 26th anniversary of ESPYs. Guess what? We've been around for 26 years. This is the first time we've been asked.
They didn't do that at the one I saw. That was a good
that's
stuff.
who knows that team's true. Anyway, Takanori Gomi's fighting again against Don Kim. He's been knocked out, what, 4 times?
And he's going to get knocked out again.
What,
Don Kim is not to be
I think it's the other Don Kim. It's the
Don King?
No, Don Kim. It's 2 Don Kims.
Well, which Dong is
So it's a Korean fighting a Japanese?
It's not the big Don. It's the small Don.
Little Dong.
Yeah, little Don Kim.
Leave me out of this.
Well, I don't know which one is which. Who's the fucking stun gun or whatever?
That's the bigger one.
Okay, who's the other one?
That's the smaller one.
What is his name? What is his nickname? He gotta have a nickname.
I don't know his nickname.
Kali.
Little Don.
Why there's no Indian fucking UFC guy?
There's a friend of mine, Gary Saint Lion Mangat. He's
What? His name is Gary Saint Lion
He calls
Mangat?
himself Saint Lion.
Why that's Saint Lion? What that means?
I don't know. That's his name.
You ever seen these?
He's a good fighter though.
Okay,
He trained with Demetrius Johnson all the time.
No
He's trying to
shit.
get in the UFC.
So he's a little guy?
He tours
Yeah.
a Red Lion, the rapper.
Oh, Head Lion?
Mad Lion.
Oh, Mad Lion.
Yeah,
Red
Mad Lion. Yeah,
Too
too
many
many
seconds.
songs not enough China.
Yeah, dude, that was a good song when it went to
course it
Grind
was.
Chicks. Like that, when that song came
Of
out,
course.
you were
Oh
like,
my
you were gonna
goodness.
get-
There was Do the
What was the video
Butterfly.
of you dancing at your wedding? That
Yo, that was
Yeah, somebody missed my wedding, by the way.
was myself, yes.
Why you brought
I
that up?
was working that week.
Yeah, I did.
It was something crazy I had to do. It wasn't like something I could get
You
out.
were like in Miami at the Improv with Chris or something.
Orlando.
Orlando, come on.
I know, but that was my first gig back.
Dude, this is like the funniest guy ever. Like, my friend wanted to book him for like $100,000 or something, and he's like, I don't know if I want to do it, but I want to come to a dime bar. I'm like, why are you the dime? He's like, because you're my friend. I don't know that fucking guy.
I like that.
Like,
But that's heel friend.
He's like legitimate, like, yeah. But do you see the Contender series with Snoop Dogg?
I only seen little
He's getting out of
pieces.
control with this.
I haven't watched it.
I'm not surprised.
He was making fun of Cormier for crying.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a no. I don't like that shit.
And
Yeah,
now-
no, he's been talking. He's
I don't like
going
that.
in on him. He's like calling him a punk bitch. and this and that. Like, I think he's overstepping his boundaries, man. Like he doesn't.
It was funny at first.
You gotta respect
Yeah.
the game. You can't do that.
Exactly, man.
That's not those guys put their fucking ass on the
Cormier's a
line.
nice guy too.
He's a nice guy and one of the toughest. I mean, you know how undersized this fucking guy is.
And he's
be
been
there?
through a lot, man. You know, like
Yeah,
Cormier
come
lost
on, man.
his daughter and his
Somebody
his
needs to
dad.
sit Snoop down and be like, listen,
Yeah.
like you being funny and stuff, but you have to be respectful. Because like even when guys get knocked out, he's like, man, you a bitch or whatever the fuck he's
Right,
saying. It's
right.
like, come on, man.
And also, when somebody's knocked out, I seen guys. You don't know where the fuck you at. You come up, you're scared. You don't know what the fuck is happening. You know what I'm saying? I remember a friend of mine got knocked out, and he's like start crying and shit. It was like a baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he was disordered. He didn't know what the fuck.
I'd be
was
shocked
happening.
if they continue it, man. If into like the season 2 and bring back some.
So UFC fight night coming up. Well, I'll have you guys all here. Volkov versus Stefan Struve. Volkov's the guy that beat.
Volkov.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
He beat Roy Nelson.
Stefan Struve's he's just tall.
I'm going with Volkov.
Volkov is
Steve
still
Johnson's
6'7" feet tall. Stefan Struve.
Yeah.
Volkov's still fighting.
Roy
man.
Nelson
Yeah.
knocked out Stefan Struve.
Yeah. A lot of guys knocked out Stefan Struve.
Yeah.
But he
And he's kind of a dick.
But he beat Stipe Miocic. He beat the champion.
Then.
Yeah.
He wouldn't beat Stipe now.
I don't think so.
I
All
don't
right.
think he would be steeping his tea.
So, Jermaine the Randome, my girl, is fighting Marlon Renault. She's a school teacher, hot, the Belizean bruiser.
Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, she's fighting.
Yeah.
She's fighting GDR.
She's a little older maybe, but she have a nice. Yeah, she's mixed. She look Creole, porra caralho.
Yeah. She's hot.
Yeah,
She in his language.
Oh yeah, but I'm.
No, I meant.
Oh,
that
okay. I thought I was talking about the brother over here. You know?
So who do you like in that fight? GDR or Marion Renault?
Marion,
I don't know.
no. No, I mean no. Who's the Belizean one?
That's Marion Renault.
Yeah, that one I take that one.
GDR is fucking sick.
Which
Yeah,
one
she's
is that?
She's going to beat Holly
Who's
Holm.
that one?
She was a 69-0, the kickboxer.
Oh, Joman. Oh.
She
that's
fucked
different.
herself when
That's
she
different.
when she vacated the title.
Ooh, I gotta think about that one. I gotta think about that fight now.
Yeah, she's a beast.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's a
Leon
tough
Edwards taking on Brian Barberena.
Oh, Babahino.
He's got a beat season Northcutt. Tough guy.
He's tough. I think
Lost to Colby Covington.
Edwards.
But
is,
Sage has a couple of losses now,
Yeah,
right?
Sage was too soon.
Yeah, they put him in.
They were
they
so
put him
enamored
over.
with his
Yeah.
looks.
And
How
he
did
have a
his sister?
exciting.
How did his sister do?
Lost in the first round.
There you go. I mean,
In what? In the RFA or
LFC, yeah.
LFA?
Or second round.
lesbian fighting championship.
Uh,
I mean, that's most of them are
You
anyway.
should see them scissor.
all right, so those are the ones.
They do
Those
Sancho
are
or
the big
whatever.
ones for that
Sunshine.
one. But the big fight, UFC 215, which I think is a good card. People are complaining about this card. I think it's a good card. I know that it's headlined by Ray Borg versus Johnson.
It's Rayborg, Cyborg's brother.
Yeah, that's right.
Demetrius Johnson. He's the
I know him, dude.
pound for pound the best fighter in the world right now. Against Ray Borg, who has nothing to lose. He's this kid from Albuquerque.
Everybody who fights Demetrius Johnson has nothing to lose.
Except for the fight.
But Ray Borg could pull off an upset, but it's highly unlikely. Who like in that card?
That's Johnson all day.
Who else is on that card?
All right, Amanda Nunes versus Shevchenko.
No, finally.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was her deal, dude?
Nunez?
Ooh, I can't wait to see. Yeah, I want to see
She
that
just
shit.
got scared.
No, she didn't get scared. And I talked to her trainer, who said she was looking great. She came to my comedy show
And
one
then
day.
she what? She got
I
a
think that was
stomach
it.
flu or some
The
shit?
comedy show did her in.
The comedy made
I
sick to her
think
stomach.
you know what? You know what? I'm happy she did that because so many fighters I talk to talk about. Yeah, something was off with me that day or that week, but I didn't want to pull out of the fight. And you know what? Maybe it's good she did pull out of this fight.
Good for her, not good for the rest
The
of
fans got fucking pissed. But
Yeah.
Nunez, Shevchenko, who do we like?
I'm gonna go Shevchenko.
I'm going the same way.
Alan?
She gave her a battle in that first fight.
Yeah,
And she's gotten better.
She's gotten better. She beat my girl
And I
Pena.
feel like Amanda is kind of feeling herself right now, and that's when you get knocked out or lost.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, having said that, it could go the other way. Exactly. I mean, that's a tough one to bet on. But
and then
yeah.
also on the
close
card,
fight.
Ngannou versus Dos Santos. We're all picking Ngannou, right?
Yeah, and Ngannou, not because I prefer.
love Dos
I
Santos,
just
but,
Dre Stevens, Melendez.
wait.
I'm
Gilbert
gonna
Melendez?
go. I'm
Gilbert
going
Melendez.
with Gilbert because he's my buddy.
Really?
But also Gilbert just because of fight IQ. Like he know how to grind out that win. You know, and he fought the who's who of everybody.
Rafael Dos. Who you like in that fight?
Man, I'm gonna go on a limb and go with Stevens.
Just
I
for that
haven't
one
seen-
punch.
Yeah, I haven't seen Gilbert in forever. Man. What's that gonna be fought, man?
Also, Neil Magny versus Rafael Dos Anjos.
That's a tough one.
No, Halfdale's on the other side of his career, man. I
Neil
think-
Magny have the size too. He's not a small guy.
And the Santos had that bad loss.
Yeah, so pick a Magny, but Magny got fucked up by Larkin. His last fight.
Lorenz Larkin is a creme de la fucking he's one of the
So
most
is Dos
underrated.
Anjos.
But remember
but
how he got
Santos is on the
fucked
other
up?
side
He
of
was
it.
down with
The
elbow.
Lorenz
cream's
is
going-
still
the
going
cream is
this
still
way.
starting to curdle a little bit.
By the way, is Bubba Jenkins at your gym?
Yeah,
How's he looking?
love having him there, man. Black House has been evolving, man, because having Bubba there all the time now, having Tony Ferguson finally start dropping in, having Cobrinha there all the time, training for ADCC. We've got all these different. We've already got the Black House like crew, the guys, the bodies, the big professionals that are there. But now we've got these other guys coming all the time.
Well, now you have an actual black guy at the fucking
Now we have
place.
a black guy.
How's Bubba looking?
Good, man. Bubba, I like training with Bubba, man. I haven't, he seems like a guy that has kind of jumped around from gym to gym, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if he's kind of gotten into it with guys or the different side of him. But the side that I've seen, I know him through the show, obviously, but training with him is different. Because the first time, it's funny, the first time I saw him at Black House, I think we had never trained together. He thought there was going to be a different side of me, too. He was like, oh, what's up, Jouban? Where's the TVs and where's the cameras at, man? Like, he thought I was like, I think he underestimated, like, how hard I really trained. And so we battled, and he's a phenomenal wrestler. He gets the best of me in wrestling. But I think he realized a lot more respect that I'm in there to grind it out.
He was a Division I national champion.
And I have a lot of respect for him because he goes in there, he practices what he preaches at the end of every class. He's doing inspirational speeches for us, and he's showing us little details. So I love having him, man. I hope he sticks around. I think it'll be beneficial for him, too.
So Sarah McMahon versus Vieira. Vieira's a girl that she's undefeated, beat Ashley Evans-Smith. Looked really good from Brazil.
I go Sarah McMahon.
Yeah. Did you ever get to bang McMahon or no?
Nah, she want a relationship.
Really?
I can't do it.
What about Alyssa? People want to know if you banged her.
Didn't bang her yet, but
What about McMuffin?
that I've had. I already had that one.
Yes.
But the Sarah McMahon, no, Alyssa.
Yeah.
That's up in the air,
Yeah.
I think one day if both of us is squirrely.
Okay. We're gonna end this in 1 minute. Finally, Cejudo versus Wilson Hayes.
Oh, I'm gonna go Cejudo. Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, Hank, I like.
Versus Hayes, yeah. That's a tough
Cejudo's
fight.
got a lot of heart.
How did Hayes do against Johnson?
Got beat up.
Finished?
The whole time. Finished. Yeah.
He finished him?
Yeah.
Did he finish him?
He finished him with jiu-jitsu, which had never happened, right?
He submitted him.
He did, yeah. He did
Yeah,
like
but
an
I'm
arm
gonna
bar
go
or some
Cejudo.
shit.
All right. So what do we got coming up, Alan?
I'm working on my 56 F100. That's what I got going on. So check it out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anything coming up as far as people can find you? Any seminars? Any?
Nothing like that right now, man. I just fought, so I'm taking a little breather, working on doing some acting classes and other things like that.
Well, I give you an acting
Then one
class.
to
Act
play
like you're
with.
not knocked out next time.
Can you imagine that?
I think you guys practicing there.
If Bumpy Knuckles not here, he's not saying that stuff. Bumpy
Even
Knuckles.
without Bumpy, I say it.
Even
I
without
say
the
it from my
Bumpy.
heart.
He would
Even
get.
without Bumpy.
He's a
from
body
my
shot guy.
It's from my heart.
No, man, I'm enjoying some me time with the fam.
Russell, what do you got coming up?
Well, if Alan doesn't hit me, it'll be. I don't know. Shit, I got nothing really. I'm going to be at Caroline's next week. Or the week after. 8 shows. It's all sold out, but still, come on by anyway.
All right. Renato, what do you got?
I got a couple seminar coming up. I got one. Well, okay. What's funny about
I
that?
didn't know if you were making it up or not.
I'm being serious. I got that information right
He's
here.
got a list
Okay.
out. Hold on.
I'm going to beautiful Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Oh wow.
Yeah, definitely go.
Pyros?
yeah.
Always been
And I'm gonna be at 10th Planet Bethlehem.
Aren't you making fun of where I am all the time?
Listen, I'm
Go
making
on.
a lot of money over here.
All
Where's
right.
that
go
place
on.
you used to go?
Okay? Yeah. Well, don't make me start to list
one
you
place.
fucking.
Did
gigs.
you train my friend Akira?
Akira Bachar.
Akira Bua.
You talking Akira Bua?
Justin Boo's kid? You know,
Justin Bua's daughter.
No, I don't.
The artist?
No, oh no. But I know
She's
her.
great,
She's
dude.
yeah,
Holy shit.
she's great. She's gonna be one of the like prodigy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's
No, but, oh
amazing.
yeah, boy, yeah. We just talked though the
I like
other
Justin.
day.
Very humble guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, good dude.
good guy, great artist. But anyway, enough about Justin Bua. It's not about Justin Bua right now. Okay. So anyway, 10th Planet Bethlehem. That's August 25th.
Yes.
Go on to 10th Planet Bethlehem and buy a fucking ticket. Don't be cheap. And then,
Gi or no gi?
well, I'm gonna have the gi, but I'm gonna prove that I can teach no gi just from
In a gi.
the gi. Yeah. And then
Jimmy.
the next day,
No holding your gi.
the next day, I'm gonna be to where the fuck is this place? Brunswick, BJJ, which is the home of Gary Tonin and the
Jersey?
Hamm brothers. And
New Jersey?
yeah, New Jersey. I'm gonna be there the next day, August 26th. So get reserve your space there at cashchickschamps@gmail.com. Reserve your spot. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of me there for you to enjoy.
Okay.
Okay. And right now, that's all they can handle.
All right. I'll
Oh,
get
but hold on! Before we do the depressing list of your gigs on the Bosch belt, I wanted to ask you because I never got to ask an Indian guy because I want to see this full movie because this guy's my favorite. You ever seen this gentleman?
This is a South Indian movie.
Please tell me who's this man.
I don't know. It's a Tamil movie. I don't know about that stuff.
All right, back to my.
If it was Bollywood, it'd be different.
He's
But
doing kung fu.
no, but I can tell by the way they're speaking that it's a.
I need to know
South
about
Indian.
this
We don't know
fucking
shit
guy.
about them.
He fucks up this guy and says, "Oh, it's unbelievable."
Okay.
He says, "It's a sada tea, it's a specialty." Why they say some American word in there?
Sometimes.
He hit the guy.
Mustard.
Yeah, the materi makarasi. It's a specialty.
All right, listen. I will be at the
What that
Hollywood
mean?
Laugh Factory tonight at 8 o'clock.
Here we
Which
go.
one? Which one?
Hollywood Laugh Factory.
Okay, good. Just double checking.
And then
No, it's
I'm
the
at
other one.
Hollywood Improv tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. I'm at the Comedy Store.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's an early show.
What the fuck show is it?
That's the one where people are still in traffic.
Then I'm at the Comedy Store on Tuesday night, the 15th, Tuesday, in Hollywood.
Like at the
Dime
actual
Bar.
comedy store or
Yeah.
a store that sells like
You're an idiot.
Hubber chicken.
Dime Bar, Monday.
I'm gonna come by.
Oh, that'll be great. I'll be with Russell Peters at the Dime
Don't
Bar
give him
Monday
any
night,
more shine.
Tuesday. I'm at the Moreno Valley at the Sonora Grill on Wednesday.
I'm
the
sorry,
Is
16th.
that a restaurant?
Yeah.
Hey, I heard you're at Maggiano's coming up.
On August 17th, I'm at Bear Burger in Santa Monica.
Bear Burger? Wow.
Bear Burger Bar and Grill
Wow.
in Santa
You're
Monica.
making this too easy, my brother.
You know,
This is layups.
You know, with all this, I thought you were doing so much better.
Then I'm in Shanghai. I'm at the Shanghai Comedy Club in China. I'm going to Shanghai.
Wait, the actual China?
Yeah, actually
Or you're at
China.
fucking Panda Express.
No,
Yeah,
no.
no, you're at what's that one? Genghis Khan.
No, I'm at China.
Genghis
I'm at the Shanghai Comedy Club in China, as well as I'm going to be in Bangkok.
And Moisha Peking.
No, not Bangkok. In Mongolia.
Yeah, this is
I'm in-
very different.
Yeah, I'm in
You're
Mongolia.
gonna be next to, you're gonna be
doing
next to
gigs-
Russia.
They got
Yeah.
you doing gigs in Mongolia.
Yeah. I'll tell you actually my whole Barney's the one that got it. Hold on, quick.
Hey, listen, I gotta go.
All right, I'm gonna be in
You
Shanghai.
want you to hear
I'm
some
gonna
of
be in
this.
Fuzhou, then Shanghai, then Wuhan, August 29th, Xi'an,
Watch out
August
for the
30th,
Wuhan clan out there.
Mongolia, August 31st, and then Beijing, September 2nd, and then
Wow.
and then Ningbo, September 3rd.
Are you doing some
So,
shit I
if
never
you're out
heard of?
there-
Are these bases or are these?
No, they're doing like a lot of they're comedy clubs that like a lot of American
comedy
GIs.
clubs.
A lot of and then I'm in Linwood, September 6th at the Cliffhanger
Oh, you
Sports
just
Bar.
come back and you hit the ground running.
And then Angel of the Woods Casino, September 7th. I'm at the Warehouse in Washington, and then Club Crow in
Wait,
Cashmere.
which warehouse?
And Dave's House of Comedy.
Then I'm at
What street is the
I'm
warehouse?
in the Diamond Joe Casino in Iowa, September
One of the
13th.
places I didn't even know existed.
And then Cedar Rapids, September 15th and 16th. And then those where I'm at for.
What about some of the exotic locale? You know, there's no Marrakesh, Iowa, and all those ones.
I'm in
You always
Springfield,
have
Missouri, later in the month. Lake Havasu at Pennington's Place. Okay, listen, guys.
And people are exiting now.
Thank you guys so much.
My ass is hurting from
Take
this.
care.
That was awesome. There was some place, remember that like crazy sounding place that he was going to last time we did a show together?